can put a damper on a first date like getting into legal trouble.
What?
Whoa.
Right? I know for me, personally, I had an experience a while back. I set up this big romantic evening. So I ended up going, I picked the girl up from work, pick her up just on the street there, and then we go for a drive. And the next thing I know, I'm in handcuffs. And the officer's talking about solicitation or something.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, completely screwed up my date. I didn't even get to finish the date. And of course, I never heard back from the girl. So yeah, getting in legal trouble is always an issue on a first date.
Man, I hate that.
It was terrible. I had such a nice evening planned, too.
You are such a romantic at heart. It's insane.
Well, Kyle, who's on the phone to do a second date update today, got into a little bit of legal trouble on his date.
Whoa.
Maybe not as bad as mine, but still, he had an issue with law enforcement. Kyle, how are you?
I'm okay.
You're not calling us from a jail cell right now, right, Kyle?
No.
Okay.
Okay, good.
What sort of legal trouble did you get on your first date, Kyle?
It's not crazy or anything. It was just a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
But, like in the middle of a date, having a cop stroll up to you and start acting all weird, probably,
I know I wanted to make it sound like Kyle was arrested. He wasn't. He just got a speeding ticket on his date. But he does think that's the reason she's not calling him back. We'll get to the speeding ticket stuff in a second, but how'd you meet this girl?
I was at this birthday party for a friend of mine, and we started talking and kept talking, and it seemed like, there was something cool happening. So
Cool.
And what'd you guys do?
I went and picked her up, and I wanted to take her to this nice restaurant that I know outside the city because you have some time to talk on the way there, and then you can talk to the restaurant. And
Yeah, that sounds terrible to me. That's the worst thing about dates to me is all the talking. Just so much talking on this.
You just want a quick drive-through, call it good.
Gotta be awesome. But I see where you're coming from there. You want to have some conversation with the girl, I guess. That's a fun thing to do. So you guys clicked and you had a good time. What's her name, by the way?
Sarah.
Sarah? All right. And your email said that you think the speeding ticket is the reason she's not calling you back. Why is that?
Well, it's just like after the speeding ticket, things got really weird because it happened on the drive home.
Yeah.
What's really weird mean?
You got those weird spaces in conversations where everyone's sort of trying to think about what they should say.
I hate that.
And your speeding ticket wasn't like you were going 100 miles over the speed limit or something scary, right?
No, it wasn't crazy. I was doing like 80 in a 65.
All right, that's not terrible.
Were you rude to the cop or something? I'm just trying to think of why her attitude.
No. But I just got a speeding ticket, so of course, it sort of put me in a bad mood. And when I get in a bad mood, sometimes I just get quiet.
So you were the reason for the awkward silence in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just got a speeding ticket. Are you ever not in a bad mood after you get a ticket?
I get so many speeding tickets, I don't care anymore. I have a lawyer who takes care of them, so I'm good. It doesn't bother me. But I do understand where you're coming from. I guess it could kind of piss you off a little bit. How did everything end with her?
It was just a little awkward. I dropped her off and tried to go in for a kiss, and that sort of didn't really happen.
Did you do like the awkward still in the car reach kiss?
Yeah, it was, one of those weird, can't quite find the right angle, and by the time you think you do, she's already gone. So
I have that happen to me quite a bit. If I'm out on a date, I'll lean in to kiss her in the car, and she's out by the time I just make out with the air. Hey, I'm still kissing somebody. It wasn't a fail.
You're gonna stop me.
That's what you should have done. Yeah, so it could have been that you were just awkward after getting your speeding ticket, and she was like, oh, man, this guy.
Sure, but stuff happens, and I just really hope that I didn't screw this up completely.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Kyle is on the phone with us, and today he wants us to call a girl named Sarah. Apparently, they had a great date. Everything was going well. The only thing that he can think about that could be the reason that she's not calling him back is that on the way home after dinner, he got a speeding ticket. And in his words, he got a little grumpy. And he said the ride home after the speeding ticket was very awkward. He ended the night without a kiss or anything. She just got out of the car and hasn't talked to him since. Kyle, I don't even think we need to do the second date update today.
Wait, what?
Because I think I know why she's not calling you back. I think I figured it out.
Really?
I do. Here's my theory, Kyle.
So
I
dumb.
think that she set you up. Here's my theory. She sees Kyle, meets him at a party, woos him into taking her out on a date.
Ah,
And she knew the exact route you were going to take on the freeway to take her home. And she knew that you were going to be going 80 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. She knew that. You know why she knew that? Because the cop that patrols that area is her ex-boyfriend. And her whole goal was to get you to speed through there to get a ticket so he could give you a ticket and be jealous that she was out on a date. Now she's back with her boyfriend. We don't even need to make the phone call. I just figured it out. Don't waste your time on her.
No.
Oh, my God.
that is quite a master plan, Jubal. I don't.
Yes,
You sure you still want to do the call?
I'm amazed that you think that I'm worth all that effort. That's great.
And probably the fact that the cop was like a 50-something-year-old man with a big belly.
Don't judge who people date. All right, Kyle, I'm going to make the phone call for you anyway and see why she's not calling you back. But if I'm right, you owe me money. Okay?
You got it.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see if we can get her on the phone. Probably hanging out in that cop's bed right now. Just a user.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Sarah, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show? Okay, that pause would lead me to believe you have no clue who we are. We host a morning radio show,
Okay.
and one of our listeners recently emailed us about you and asked us if we could get you on the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Kyle, and you recently went out on a date with him.
Yeah, sounds
Yes.
about right.
Well, Kyle told us that you're not calling him back, and he hasn't seen you since the date, and he would really like to see you again, but he's wondering why you won't go out with him. He did tell us that he got a speeding ticket on the way home, and he also said that he thought things got really awkward after that between you two.
Yeah, I would say awkward is a understatement.
Was it good up until that point? Was he right on that?
Yeah. I thought Kyle was a really nice guy until then.
Until the speeding ticket.
Yeah, after the ticket, he just got really quiet. And
Let me ask you a question. Was it quiet, like I'm bummed out quiet, or I want to murder somebody quiet? There's a difference.
like, I don't know him that well, so it was hard to tell.
Yeah, but if he just got a little quiet, I mean, you guys had 3 hours at this point of good times together? How could it cancel it all out?
Well, I was trying to calm him down, or just get him to ease up a little bit on himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, it's okay, it happens to everyone. And he replied, no, it doesn't f***ing happen.
Whoa.
Doesn't happen to me. All right, that's kind of rude.
Yeah, and after that, he tried to blame me. He told me,
What?
it shouldn't have happened to him because I was distracting him.
What?
He said that he blamed you for the speeding ticket?
Yeah, and I was like, are you serious? You're really going to blame this on me? But he was acting so weird that I just said, okay.
Whoa.
How were you distracting him? I'm curious as to how he would try to blame it on you.
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just in this car with a guy that I only known for a couple hours, and I would just say anything to get out of there.
Yeah.
Like, he was that scary mad?
I mean, he was just kind of a d- for blaming me, saying that I was the reason he got the ticket. That made me feel like
Yeah, that's kind of rude. I couldn't imagine being on a date with a girl, I get a speeding ticket. I'm like, it's all your fault. If you wouldn't be talking. See, you women are always just talk. Never shut up. That's how I get speeding tickets.
The worst part was that he asked me to pay for the speeding ticket.
What?
How did he even say something like that?
Well, he says, don't you think you should cover some of it?
What did you say?
I just said that's fine because I just wanted to get the hell out of that car at that point.
Yeah, you're like, all right, whatever. I'll pay anything to get out of this date right now. I can't believe he would actually say that it was your fault and then ask you to pay for the speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Maybe you misunderstood him. Maybe he was joking with you.
If he was, he's really bad at joking.
Did he? I mean, he said he tried to kiss you at the end of the night.
Oh my God, I didn't even know he tried to kiss me.
That's awesome. You were just like gone from the car. Sarah, thank you very much for telling us what happened with Kyle. We'll definitely let him know.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, actually, you know what? He already knows because he's actually listening on the other line.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, hey, Sarah.
Oh, my God.
Sarah, you know that's not how it actually happened. That's not how this went down.
Oh, so you didn't blame me for getting a speeding ticket, and you didn't ask me to pay for the ticket?
All I said was that you were very distracting, and I don't know a girl who would not take that as a compliment.
What?
Maybe take it as a compliment until you ask her to pay for the ticket.
She was in the car. She was distracting me. I'm surprised that she didn't offer to help pay for it.
Are you kidding me, Kyle?
Sarah,
My foot wasn't the one on the pedals, and I was just sitting there talking to you.
if I recall correctly, you were telling me that you just had to get home really quickly. There's a reason that I was speeding.
It's all your fault.
You told me to do it.
Sarah, it's all your fault.
Kyle, I have to ask you something. Are you just trying to get me on this radio show so that you can try to talk me into paying your ticket?
That's a good question.
I was trying to get you to go on another date with me because I thought it was great, but now you're being sort of a bitch about this.
Yeah, I'm the Kyle, you're such an ignorant ass.
Kyle, I don't get it. You
Wow.
sound...
Sarah, I think you are just a straight up You're going to take dinner from a guy who's driving you all over the countryside, and then you won't even give him a f***ing kiss at the end of the night.
Wouldn't that
Because
be
you told him to pay half your speeding ticket.
It's what you do.
Yeah.
Not what you do.
Hey, at
How
this
can
point-
you be a guy that thinks that you're supposed to pay for a woman's dinner and you still want them to pay for a speeding ticket? That makes
I
no
just filled
sense.
out like a couple $100. I mean, come on.
Oh my
Well, at this
gosh.
point, I would love to ask Sarah if she will go on another date with Kyle. Sarah, are you still on the phone, or did we lose you?
I'm here.
All right.
I'm speechless.
Sarah, would you like to go out with Kyle again or pay for a second date?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You know what? Stay speechless. All right, you're better that way.
You're better that way?
Oh my God!
Oh, man.
Escalated
Yeah.
quickly.
Kyle, obviously no second date, and I don't think you're really too upset about that now.
Nope. And you said you'd pay for it, so why don't you pay for half my ticket now?
Yeah, right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
There really is only one surefire way to find out if you're terrible at dating, and that's by getting a second date update from us. Would you guys agree?
I actually do agree with that.
Yeah, and you can do it in front of all of Seattle.
That's the first time Brooke's ever agreed with me in public. I like it.
I suddenly hate myself.
It's on record.
Tim is on the phone with us right now. Tim emailed us about a girl named Charlotte. Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Good.
Um,
I'm just looking for some answers, I guess.
Right. Your email said that your date left before it was over.
Yeah. We went out to dinner, and then I went to the bathroom, and she was gone.
Really? That's it?
This isn't the first time we've heard of this.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
but that's a bold move for a girl.
How far into dinner were you guys?
It had been an hour, and, she was just, smiling at everything I was saying, and we were having a good time, and I thought she was interested.
That's what I was going to ask you, Tim, because I've skipped out on a date before in the middle of it, but the girl and I were arguing the whole time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I just left. We hated
Yeah.
each other, and I knew it.
No, this didn't feel anything like that.
Weird.
Did she get a phone call or anything during dinner that might suggest she had to go somewhere?
I don't think so. The dinner basically was just the two of us. Aside from, the waitress coming over and, serving us. But, it was just unbroken contact.
There's not one thing that comes to your mind when you think of why.
No, I'm serious. I have no idea.
And you only went number one in the bathroom, right? It didn't take you 8 hours in there or anything.
Yeah, no, I was not gone long. I went in there to do my thing, wash my hands, and come back out.
Have you tried to reach her?
I've tried to call her, but she doesn't return my calls.
Tim, let me ask you this. In order for you to email us to do a second date update, you must really like her. Because if a girl skipped out on me like that, I'd be like, whatever, and not want to hear from her again. What'd you like so much about her?
she just like had this personality that I thought really clicked with mine. I mean, it didn't hurt that she like had a super pretty face.
I was waiting for that part.
She's the hottest girl I've ever been out with. So
Now we find out the truth.
well, we have her number. We'll give her a call right after this song and see if we can get your second date update. Okay?
Oh, thanks, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Tim's on the phone with us. Basically, he got ditched on his date. He took a girl out to dinner about an hour in, went to the bathroom, he came back to the table, and she was gone. Tim, how long did you wait at the table when you got back for her?
I'd say at least 15 minutes. I mean, I thought she was in the bathroom.
Right.
So, like, after 15 minutes, I was like, something must be up. So I asked our waitress if she would go in to the bathroom and see if she was there.
Yeah.
And she told me that she was not.
Oh, that is
How-
embarrassing.
How much did you have to spend on dinner?
I mean, it was about $80.
It sounds like she dined and
Yeah.
dashed on you.
Yeah. She just didn't want to pay. She finished her food real quick and ran out. All right. Hey,
Oh, come on, don't put that in my head.
Tim, we're going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and see if we can get your answer, okay?
All right, thank you.
Feel free to jump in on the phone call whenever you want.
Hello?
Hey, I was looking for Charlotte.
Yeah, this is Charlotte.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal calling from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5. We do a segment on our show called Second Date Update. Are you familiar with the show or the segment?
I think I've heard it before.
Okay. So you know that somebody emailed us because they went on a date with you and you haven't gotten back to them and they want to know why.
Oh.
Okay, so you haven't heard the Second Date Update. Let me explain to you what it is, all right?
That was a disappointing explanation, I think,
She thought it
Jubal.
was something else. Charlotte, the Second Date Update is just that. You went on a date with someone and blew them off. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe? I'm not really sure.
Do you often go out with guys and then halfway through your dinner just leave while they're in the bathroom?
No.
Do you remember doing that?
I think so, yeah.
I think that would be pretty memorable.
I think so.
So Tim, the guy that you went out with, emailed us because he wanted to know why you did that to him.
But he kept checking his phone.
Okay.
You know, once or twice is fine, but he kept checking it, and I could see a photo on it that was, like, disturbing.
What was the photo?
It was like a nude photo of somebody.
Really?
A naked photo.
Wow.
And let me ask you this. Is that like before he got up to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, that was right before, but it was the thing that he did next that really, like, bothered me.
What did he do next?
After the photo came in, he kind of, like, giggled.
Okay.
I mean, what if you don't know who it was from? You don't know anything about the photo. Are you just reading too far into it?
It was just the constant checking of the phone. Like, it seemed like he was talking to somebody.
All right.
Throughout
Charlotte,
our dinner.
this is Tim. Hello?
Tim is on the phone with us, by the way, if you haven't figured that out.
Oh, my God.
It is absolutely I'm not getting naked photos from anybody else.
From anybody else?
Except for this one
Charlotte.
texter?
Yeah.
God.
Who else? Who's getting you naked pictures then?
What was going on was my friends knew I was on a date, and they were just trying to get me to look at my phone, so they were just sending me, like, crazy things.
They were trying
Okay.
to ruin your date.
Yes, because these
Which
are the
they
kind of
did.
friends I have.
And they did.
And they did. Good work.
Tim, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because this has happened to me before. If I'm on dates and people are texting me or whatever, I always get up and go to the bathroom to respond to them. Is that why you got up to go to the bathroom in the first place?
Honestly, I went to the bathroom because I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Not because I needed to look at some picture of a naked woman on my phone.
Okay.
So, Charlotte,
Yeah.
why would you just leave and not say anything about why you were upset?
I was already embarrassed at what I thought I saw, and I didn't even want to, like, point blank ask this guy that I barely knew, like, oh, you know, is that
Yeah.
your other girlfriend or what? You know, I just didn't.
That's kind of weird to do
Yeah.
on a first date. So is leaving in the middle of the first date. Why not just tough it out and eat dinner and then leave and just blow them off then?
it's like a lot of work being on a date to, like keep up conversation. And he left, he went to the bathroom, and I was like, I think I would have a better time at home in my pajamas watching TV.
You could have just asked me. I thought we were having a good time. I thought we were really having like a really good connection. And I mean, I was embarrassed, and of course I giggled out of nervousness of being like, my friends are such jerks. I mean, you could have just asked. I would have told you.
Charlotte, I will say this. Guys are just like that. We mess with each
Classy.
other. We do. We mess with each other. The difference, Tim, is don't check your phone, man. Just let it vibrate in your pocket.
Yeah, man.
If you're on a date, like that's why I said I go to the bathroom to check it. I go to the bathroom maybe like 50 times on a date, but I'm checking my phone when I'm there. Like, don't do it at the table. Either way, it's disrespectful.
Can we just ask, Charlotte, do you believe Tim's story?
I mean, that does make sense. I guess guys would do that to their friends, to just sort of like razz them. So, yeah, I believe him.
We will pay for you guys to go on a second date. Charlotte, will you go out with Tim again?
I'm sorry, no.
Really?
Yeah.
It just bothered you that much?
Yeah, and, well, I'm on a dating site. I've kind of met somebody else.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. There's
you
that,
go.
too. Yeah.
Right back on her feet.
And that little tidbit of information. All right, Charlotte.
She met him while she was leaving on the way from the restaurant where she ditched you, Tim. All right, Tim. Sorry, man. Didn't work out for you.
Well, okay.
At least you got those naked
Thanks
pics
for-
on your phone to keep you company, though.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess I'll need him.
The actual date that happened in today's second date update is probably one of the biggest train wrecks I've ever heard of.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Lucas, I read your email, and it sounds like you had an awesome time with the girl that you want us to call today.
Yeah, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't ideal.
Oh, no.
Explain to everybody what not ideal is. Was it the first part where the tears happened, or the rest of it where the funeral happened?
No, stop.
It
Stop.
wasn't. It wasn't a funeral. It was a cemetery.
Oh, my bad.
So,
That's not better.
Tell everybody about your date. First of all, how'd you meet this girl?
I met Avery. Her name's Avery. I met her through a friend of a friend,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
and I picked her up at her place. And she got in the car, and I could sort of tell. I mean, I don't really know her that well, but I could sort of tell that something wasn't right. So I asked her, are you okay? And she started crying right there. I mean, she was talking about she had something with her family, her parents, and she was really upset.
At
So,
that point, Lucas, why didn't you just go, you know what? Maybe we'll do this date another time, and I'll take you back home so you can deal with whatever you got going on.
I mean, I thought about it, but, in that moment, I was just like, maybe she just needs someone to talk to.
Thank
All right.
goodness.
Or you saw a
because-
moment of
what?
weakness and you were like, yeah, all right.
Get on
I know
shoulder,
how
baby
this is
girl.
going to end.
You guys, he's just trying to be a nice guy. You can't drop a crying girl off at her house just to let her cry by herself.
Yeah, she just seemed like she needed to get a lot of stuff off her chest,
So what was
Yeah.
wrong? Did you figure out what was going on?
I mean, just something with her parents. She had gotten a big argument with them about, she said, her life choices, I guess.
Whoa.
And eventually the conversation got into her childhood, and
Oh, gosh.
it got pretty deep.
Yeah, see, at that point, I think you should have maybe ended the date. But I can't even believe your next step.
No.
Lucas took her to a cemetery.
What?
Why? What?
Why did you take a crying
Well,
girl
look, okay, hold on. Because in my mind, I was thinking, we definitely can't go to a restaurant at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she was full-on ugly crying kind of
Yeah.
circumstance.
Good for you for sticking with it, though, Lucas. Lucas, it's impressive that you're even able to stick with it this
Yeah.
long. If that happened to me, 5 seconds, I'd be out, dude.
God, you could at least take her to ice cream to cheer her up. How did you get to a cemetery, dude?
I was like, we gotta go somewhere. That it's not going to be ridiculous that she's crying so much. So we happened to drive by a cemetery, and I thought, in that split second, I was like, this is the perfect spot.
That is. Yes.
I suppose.
Look, it's quiet, it's private. There's not a lot of people. So in that moment, I thought it was the best choice.
What
Plus,
did
you can always use the perspective of, hey, things could be worse.
Yeah.
You could be dead.
Look at that guy, and that person over there.
What did you say to her?
I mean, I was like, look, this is just a quiet place where you can just do your venting, and and I'll just listen. And
Okay.
Uh-huh.
she was really being open about all this stuff about her family. And weirdly enough, I thought that there was there was like a connection.
Is this your new thing now, Lucas? You're going to start taking people on cemetery dates? It worked out so well for you?
It'll be a thing, yeah.
All right. How did everything end with her?
I sort of, after all this stuff she'd been revealing, I felt kind of closer to her. And so I put my arm around her and we walked to the car. And then, I thought it would be an okay moment to try to kiss her.
Oh.
Well, after all that?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That is a bad choice on so many levels, Lucas.
That's coming from Jubal.
Yeah.
Look, looking back at it now, obviously it wasn't the best decision.
She just poured her heart out to you about some family issues she's having. She's been crying, and you're in the middle of a cemetery. Not the best time to make a move.
She had calmed down a little bit, and like I said, the things that she had been telling me, I feel like we had gotten close in a couple hours that she'd been, telling me all this stuff,
I think I would have kissed him if I was the girl in that moment. I mean,
Really?
yeah, you feel super connected to someone like that.
I think it's called vulnerable.
Yeah.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, and you're vulnerable, and
Sad.
you have everything opened up to him.
She definitely wasn't having it. She
there
definitely
we
pulled back, and I did not. It was not a smart move on my part.
You said she wasn't into it. What did she say when you tried to kiss her?
She sort of stepped back and was like, you want to kiss me in a cemetery? She basically just wanted to go home at that point.
And you still want to call her for a second date update.
Ballsy.
Like I said, I felt by the end, even though, she wasn't receptive to the kiss, that there was some sort of connection there.
Well, she obviously trusted you. She told you all that
Totally.
stuff about her childhood and stuff.
Or
so.
she's crazy. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Great. Thanks,
I'm
guys.
excited about this one.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
After the first date that you had, Lucas, I still can't believe that you want to call this girl and do a second date update. You're sure you want to go through with this?
Yes, I'm definitely sure, yeah.
If you missed the first part of the second date update, Lucas took this girl Avery out he met through friends. Soon as they started driving to go to dinner on their date, she broke down in tears because of some stuff that was going on with her family. That wasn't enough to scare Lucas away, so he decided, you know what, we can't go to dinner. This is going to be awkward now. I'm going to stop at the best place possible, a cemetery.
Yeah.
And walk around the cemetery and let her spill her guts there. I know is the only option you had, Lucas. And then when Lucas tried to kiss her at the end of the night, she pushed him away. I was like, you want to kiss me in a cemetery? I don't think so. I never asked you, Lucas, how many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
It's been a week now. The text I sent, she just hasn't responded back to at all.
Just nothing?
She hasn't apologized profusely and said, "Oh my God, I came across as a crazy nut job. Let's do this again."
No, I haven't heard from her at all.
And honestly, you still find her super attractive.
I do, yes, I do.
Okay.
Sometimes crazy can be hot. I'm not going to lie.
Seriously, though.
All right.
All right, Lucas. Well, we're going to give her a call right now, see if we can get her on the phone, okay?
All right, great.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Avery, please?
this is Avery.
Hey, Avery, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. How are you? You got a second?
From where?
Moving 92.5, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. We do a morning show from 6 to 10 every weekday.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a friend of the show, and he thinks that you're avoiding him and don't want to go out on another date with him, so he asked us to call you and find out if you did something wrong on your date.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee you remember this little date that you went on. It should be pretty memorable.
I mean, not to be weird, but I've been on a couple dates recently. Can you tell me his name?
It would be the only date that you went on to a cemetery.
Oh my gosh.
It's Lucas.
Oh.
Did you not like Lucas?
So he told you about the cemetery. How much did he tell you about this date?
Oh.
He just, kind of told us there was a weird moment after he picked you up where you were having some personal stuff going on and got kind of upset, and then he decided to stop at the only place that he could find where he thought you two could talk quietly, which was a cemetery. He did say that he tried to kiss you at the end of the evening, and you shunned his advances because it was weird to try to make out with you in a cemetery. Yeah. Is that what did it?
I was
going through a lot that day, as you know already, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though I was clearly, like, horrible and weird, he was really a little weird. I'm sorry, but...
Really?
He was the weird one in this whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, he said some stuff that I think he was trying to make me feel better, but it wasn't really working.
Can you give us an example of something that he said?
Well, I mean, did he tell you, what we did in the cemetery?
He just said that you guys walked around and talked, and he kind of let you vent whatever you were feeling.
There's more activities that you can do in a cemetery.
I guess. I had no idea.
Oh, no.
No. I mean, that was it. But while we were walking around, like, he would occasionally, like, stop in front of headstones and be like, "Oh, isn't it sweet, all these husbands and wives buried together?"
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's creepy.
That is super creepy.
I thought it was going to be he stole the flowers and gave them to you, but that's even worse.
Yeah.
That happened, too.
Oh.
He did that?
What?
No.
He pulled a flower off a grave and handed it to me and said, "Here, this will cheer you up." And I was like, "This is a dead person's flower." And he said, "They won't miss it."
I'm so confused on who to think is crazy.
I know.
This one. I just don't know.
At first, I was like, Lucas, are you sure you want to call Avery? Now I'm like, these two are a perfect couple.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I know that he was trying, to lighten the mood, but we were in a cemetery. I was clearly having a meltdown. And his solution was to pull flowers off graves and say things like, "We'll all be dead soon, even your parents."
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
Okay.
Well,
Up until that point, I was like...
I have a history with my parents.
Yeah.
But I don't wish them dead.
Up until that point, I was like, all right, well, it's kind of cool. He's trying to lighten the mood and maybe help you laugh and get through your stuff. But then going like, hey, don't worry about anything you're having at home with your parents. They'll be dead soon.
Oh, that's not
That usually doesn't play well.
No.
Like I said, I totally will be the first to say that I was in a really bad space and probably should have canceled. But, ultimately I'm looking for a partner in life, and I don't think I want to be a partner with someone who's kind of weird.
And maybe someone who's not already hoping that your parents die.
Yeah, that could be a bonus.
I should actually tell you that Lucas is on the other line right now and just heard your recap of the date.
Oh, God, no.
Hey, Avery.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
You poor thing.
Look, I had no idea how to react. I mean, you were obviously really upset. So I was just trying to do anything to take your mind off of it or lighten the moment. I don't actually want your parents to be
it
dead.
kind of took my mind off it, but not in the right direction.
I was improvising. I've never been in a situation like this before. So I was just trying to find any way that I could possibly get your mind off of things. That's all that was.
I mean, you could kind of understand that, right, Avery?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that I was doing a good job on a date either. I was doing a very bad job for a date. But I feel like if this is your go-to response to say, "Oh, your parents will be dead soon," and you put flowers on graves, like, that's bad.
Look,
that's a bad solution.
It was obviously a terrible, bad attempt at a joke. But the only reason I said it was just to try to get your mind off of things, change the subject. I wasn't, not thinking that clearly either.
It sounds to me like you two are perfect for each other. I'm not going to lie.
It's an off day for both of you.
It just maybe it was one of those days you should have turned the car around and had the date on a different day.
Well, yeah, like I said, I should have called it off from the get-go. And I know that so many people encountering like a total meltdown would just run away, and I get that. And Lucas, I'm really grateful for you to just like sticking it out. And I mean, though you were kind of a idiot, I mean, I know it was a good intentioned idiot.
See, at least Lucas was trying, and he liked you enough to try to get a second date with you on a radio
That's the other thing
show.
that's kind of weirding me out, I'll be honest. Like, I wouldn't want a second date with me after that. I was awful.
But Lucas still wants to go out with you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just thought, you're being really honest, and I think you're still pretty great. I know it wasn't ideal this first time around, but I like you.
Aww.
See, that should say a little something, Avery, don't you think?
That's really
Because honestly,
nice.
Avery, if I picked you up and you started bawling like that, I would have left you by the side of the road. So why don't you give Lucas another chance? We will pay for a second date. Will you go out with Lucas again?
Oh, come on.
I mean, I guess it can't be any worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Attitude.
It's just like we tell everybody with the show, set your standards low and you'll like us if you just listen.
I mean, and if that's kind of our worst, and we still manage to be cordial, nice people, then maybe we could do better. I don't know. Just please, no creepy jokes, okay?
No more creepy jokes and no more cemeteries.
Awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations, Lucas. You got your second date.
Great. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. And Avery, I hope that you have a great time, and I hope that everything that you were worried about on your last date is okay now and you're in a better place personally.
Great. Thank you, guys.
I mean, I say that, but I kind of hope you cry again just so we can have
come
Lucas call
on.
back in and do another second date.
Brooke and Jubal in the
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, if I went on a date with a girl and I didn't want to hurt her feelings by telling her, like, straight up, hey, I don't want to see you again, the way I would do it, email a radio station.
That's why I don't encourage any women to date you.
It is a second date update. Eric is on the phone with us now. Eric sent us an email about a girl named Jade. What's up, Eric?
Hi, guys.
Tell us about the date.
We went to Maximilian, which is a French restaurant,
Okay.
and I thought, you're supposed to put yourself in a position where you look good, and since I speak French, I thought that would be like a perfect idea.
Oh, nice. A little showing off. Cool.
Did you do the whole date in French? And maybe she couldn't understand anything?
Yeah.
She seemed to like whatever it is I was able to say, and,
Okay.
order in French. That impresses them. I thought...
Hey, real quick, that impresses them. I like
Yeah.
the way you said that. Okay, so anyway, continue. Sorry.
Well, I thought that there's a certain part of a dating where you're supposed to impress them, and I thought I did that. And I thought it was a good date, and yet I've left voicemails, and she hasn't responded. So I'm just trying to find out why.
When you say plural voicemails, how many?
Like, I've called her probably probably 4 times, but I've only left voice messages.
Did you leave the voice messages in French?
Yeah. Eric, hey, I'm going to ask the ladies in the room right now a question. If you went out on a date with Eric and he started speaking French at a French restaurant, would you find that as kind of a douchey move?
No, not if he was there to introduce me to French food. Like
Okay.
maybe I had never had it before and he had some expertise.
Lydia?
I don't know.
All right.
He seems sweet. So
and it
no.
depends on what he said,
He
too. in
seems
French.
sweet. I feel like it would be kind of a D-bag move, Eric. I'm just being honest.
Because you don't speak another language except Pig Latin.
I can speak Spanish, okay, but I'm not going to a Mexican restaurant speaking Spanish to the waiters, you know?
I think it's slick. Only because it's French or Italian.
Okay.
Those are like languages of love.
Now, ladies, now that Jose has agreed with Eric,
Okay,
do you
you're
say
right.
it's a D-bag move? All right.
D-bag, yeah.
Hey, Eric, are you ready to call Jade and get your answer as to why she hasn't called you back?
Yes, I am.
All right, we're going to call it right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
We got Eric the Frenchie on the phone. Frenchman Eric.
Francois.
Yeah, he took Jade out to a restaurant, a French restaurant, spoke French to the wait staff to try to impress her, show her that he knows French and the language of love and all that good stuff. And she didn't call you back. Now Eric, we didn't ask you, how did the date end?
I drove her home,
Uh-huh.
and when I was saying goodbye, we hugged, and I said I would call her.
So you were like, I will call you back. Okay, I'm gonna dial her right now and get her on the phone and see why she hasn't gotten back to you, okay?
Okay.
Has the French trick ever worked on other ladies?
Sort of.
I appreciate a man who speaks another language.
Yeah, but on a first date, it just seems like he's showing off, I would think.
Maybe he's nervous.
On purpose. He's trying to make a good impression.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Jade? Is this Jade? Oh.
Jewel, you're
Jade.
an idiot.
Hi, Jade. How are you?
Hi.
I should probably tell you, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Okay.
You don't sound very amused, Jade. We apologize.
Sorry about that. I'm calling you because I wanted to talk to you about a mutual friend that we have, Eric. You haven't called him back after your date, so I wanted to just call and see why you haven't gotten back to him.
I'm sorry, wait, what is this? Like, how,
Okay,
I know
Jade.
this whole thing is confusing because I started off with like some weird, stupid, like bad French thing, and then tried to introduce myself, and now I feel.
but you're a friend of Eric's?
Yes, I am.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the Eric that took me to the French restaurant, which is what I'm getting from what you just said,
Yeah.
he's a complete asshole.
Oh,
Okay, that was quick.
Well.
Why do you say that?
He said something to the waiter in French that they both like started laughing really hard and like high-fived,
Okay.
and it just felt really awkward.
Uh-huh.
So I went home, and my roommate knows French, and I went home and tried to like repeat it to her, and she said that basically what he said to him was that he was 90% sure he was going to be sleeping with me.
in French.
That's awesome.
It's kind of a typical French man move.
Yeah, seriously. Eric?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Oh. Hey, Jade, Eric's on the phone right now listening to what you had to say. So Eric, you don't have a problem with her knowing that that's what you were saying in French to the waiter?
I'm just saying that it seemed to amuse the waiter, you know, and it's not like it was any harm done with anyone else. I just was having fun.
So you were offended, Jade, by that?
I can take a joke, but like it just seems really off-putting.
Okay.
You know, I always talk to waiters, even if it's not a French restaurant. So
Every time I go on a first date, I talk about how I'm going to nail the girl I'm on a first date with to the waiter. Come on, Eric, like you're really sticking up for yourself, but you can't kind of see Jade's point of view on that?
I can sort of see, I guess, but you know, it was in a different language, so it's almost like it doesn't count, you know?
I will say my girlfriend that speaks fluent Spanish says it's a whole lot easier to say I love you to men in Spanish because it doesn't feel real. And she does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you got your answer there. Jade, did he turn you off enough to where you don't want to go out with him again?
I don't think I'm interested. Sorry.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I can take a joke, but like it just really...
Okay, because the show will pay for you guys to go on a second date. An American restaurant. We'll send you to Applebee's, where they speak English, where you know they speak English. All right? Would you go?
The fact that he even like involved you guys is just... All of this is just a little too much for me.
Too
I'm
much for
sorry.
you? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Eric, do you have anything to say?
Maybe in French?
Jade, you know, Applebee's sounds like fun.
Jade?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
She's not interested at all.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. Hey, man, you got your answer. My advice to you would be to not talk about nailing your first date in front of her face. No matter what. Even if it's in another language that you think she's not going to understand, it's probably not a good idea.
I didn't know the waiter was going to high-five me afterwards.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
All the hits. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Your second date update today. A guy got called out for being just a major D-bag. He took a girl out to a French restaurant and decided to speak French to the waitstaff to show off. And at certain point said to the waiter, there's a 90% chance that I'm going to sleep with her, in French. And then the waiter high-fived him, and they laughed about it. And apparently she went home and talked to her roommate who speaks French and was able to find out what he said. And she was not interested in going back out with him.
That's so weird.
Strange, right?
That's so, I mean, shoot.
Hey, Danielle,
Yes.
what do you think about that?
I think that's freaking hilarious. He's a normal guy. Guys say stuff like that. She was just overly offended, and I think she was overreacting.
Really?
So would have you gone out with him again?
I would have, yeah.
Okay,
He's a
so
normal guy.
Okay, wait, question.
Would you have also hooked up with
his
him?
percentage have been right?
Yeah.
90% likely that you would have hooked up with him.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So it wouldn't bother you if you were on a date with a guy and he said to someone else that there's a 90% chance that he's going to do it with you.
Hey, it's happened to me before, so I mean...
Maybe
It's
you
happened to you
have higher standards.
Did you say it's happened to you before?
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me before. I didn't actually end up sleeping with a guy. I was like, dude, you're funny. But,
So have you been dating Jose?
Yeah.
Huh?
Have you been dating Jose?
Unfortunately.
So she wouldn't even lower her standards to that level, Lydia. I mean, there's a
Probably
certain
not.
type of girl.
I agree with her, though. The guy was just making a joke. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean,
Yeah, but it feels
It's
like
not like he was serious.
he was talking behind her back, too, because she was doing it in a different language. So it wasn't a joke to her.
Yeah, like maybe if he had said it where she could understand it, you know,
Yeah.
it just there's something about it when it's a language that she doesn't speak that just seems a little
creepy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like talking about her like that. Maya, you think that she did a good job?
She impressed me because at first when I heard her, I thought she was going to be the loser in this. But she actually followed up, and she just nailed him as far as what a douchebag he is.
Yeah. How would you feel if a guy high-fived on a date about getting a piece from you?
Well, first of all, I agree. The whole French thing in the beginning was stupid.
I feel like you're trying too hard.
I agree with Jubal.
Wow. And now how do you feel about yourself?
Oh, you know what? We were right. He's a douchebag.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about me now or the guy? I can't figure it out. The guy on the phone for a second date update today did something very daring that we don't hear a lot about anymore. He says that he went out on a blind date with somebody.
Like a real blind date or like...
That's what his email said. It said a
Okay.
real blind date.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know how that happens anymore. How you don't, like, Jason, you didn't look up this person online or anything before you went out?
No, I didn't even know her last name, so there was no way to really...
Whoa.
Yeah, I just knew her name was Lauren. And...
Oh, so her first name's Lauren. Dude, I would have searched every Lauren within the 300-mile radius online.
Well, you must
Yeah.
have really trusted whoever set you guys up.
Well, I didn't really know it was my coworker's sister.
What?
I mean, the coworker I love, my coworker John is a great guy. I mean, I trust him, so I'm sure his sister, you know.
Oh, wait, his sister set you up, or his sister is Lauren that you went out with?
No, his sister set me up with Lauren.
Okay, you're right, Jubal. He
That's
is nuts.
Yeah, that's a weird way to get set up. Like, how did that happen?
I was just talking to my coworker one day, and, you know, he sort of knew I was doing the online dating thing, and he said his sister has, like, a ton of girlfriends. Why don't we just talk to her and maybe set something up? So I was like, all right, I'll let you do that. Literally the next day, he gave me Lauren's phone number.
Wow, his sister is efficient.
Yeah, very efficient. And so then literally that day, I texted Lauren and scheduled a date for the next night.
Wow, so what was it like when you showed up?
Oh, it was actually...
Confusing? I think it'd be confusing first.
Are you Lauren? Wait, are you Lauren? Who's Lauren?
My coworker gave me a description of what she looked like. He said that she sort of looked like if Taylor Swift had like an older sister or something. Which obviously for me, I was like, that's great, you know?
Yeah, he gave you a description of a generic white girl, like easy to find in a bar.
Look for a blonde white chick.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good description. I knew what they meant, basically.
Okay.
And how did the actual date go? Did you guys hit it off?
Oh, yeah, right away. It was awesome. There were, I mean, a few weird things, I guess, but it's just like first date jitters, probably.
Just like awkward pauses, or what do you mean by weird things?
Well, I don't know. I asked her if she had any like dietary constrictions and everything, and she just said no. She eats everything, which was kind of, I don't know, kind of a red flag for me personally.
Wait, what?
You want somebody who's a little more high maintenance to deal with at restaurants. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying I care about where my food comes from, and I'm sort of looking for somebody with the same mentality as that.
Wait, did you tell her that?
Tell her what?
That you're looking for somebody who cares about where their food came from.
Oh, no, of course. I mean, I didn't tell her that. I just told her that that's how I feel about it. I didn't push that on her. I just said that, you know, I'm very conscious of what I eat. I told her I don't really eat any cheese at all, and if I am going to eat meat, I make sure I know that it's grass-fed beef, free-range chicken, all that.
You know the name of the cow, the person.
I mean, not that far, you know, but you want to know. I mean, it's really important. And I got in a long conversation with our waiter about this, like, vegetable ratatouille, and I had a conversation with him about all the vegetables that were in it, making sure, like, which farms it came from.
Oh, man. As a former server, that gets annoying.
Yeah.
As a woman who eats everything, also annoying. Like, this has to be the reason
How is
she's not...
How is that annoying?
Well,
As a
because-
dude who had an ex-girlfriend that used to do the same thing, also annoying.
Yeah.
All of us are in agreement. That is
I don't think that's
annoying.
annoying. I think I think it's like kind of should be respected. And
No, it's
No,
just like,
but,
okay.
and that's the thing. You're pretentious about it because
Yeah.
not only do you think it's not annoying, but you think it should be respected. Like,
that's the only way there's going to be any change in the food industry is if people like me who ask questions and care.
That's understandable, I guess.
okay, but maybe
Yeah.
not like pushing it on a blind date.
That's my own personal, like, I live on that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So
Well, did she seem bothered by the million questions that you had for the server?
not that I could pick up. No, I mean,
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So everything on the date seemed fine for the most part.
yeah.
That was not a very convincing, yeah.
So after she knew that I was a health nut, she did order lasagna,
Uh-huh.
which is kind of like, ugh, you know.
Come on.
What?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Did you judge her for her food
I
order?
did not say anything. No, I didn't say anything. But
Did your face say
Yeah.
everything? Did your face say it?
I mean, there's so much cheese in that. I mean, just imagine,
Right.
imagine what's happening afterwards. You know.
Oh, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
you
Well,
guys-
or what's not happening, depending on how your body reacts to it, right?
Some people's bodies
Yeah,
process cheese great. I can eat a block of cheese and have zero issues.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
That can't be.
It's true. It's really true. I still drink milk as a grown adult with dinner.
That's so disgusting. That is awful.
Yeah.
Dinner with
okay.
Brooke is grotesque.
Well, Jason, do you feel like she knew that you were judging her for her food choice?
I don't know. When the waiter came over and she said, "Yeah, I'll order the lasagna," there was like a laugh. I had a laugh. I was like, "Huh," you know, just sort of like out of surprise.
Oh.
That was it, though. That was it.
Well, you're surprised that she's not calling you back after your date.
Yeah, I mean, I made sure I tipped really well because I know I can be, you know, I realize that I'm kind of a pain, you know,
That's
with
good.
the questions and stuff, so I tip well.
Okay.
The other red flag was we were getting ready to leave, and she was like, "Oh, sorry, I have to go. My Uber is already here." And I didn't even know that she had called an Uber.
Oh.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, that's not a good sign
that's
at all.
Definitely a bad sign.
Sneaking out.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. It obviously didn't end well for her.
Yeah.
If she's going to just leave like that.
Something happened.
I don't know. I mean, I think we're looking into it a little too much. I am curious though why she hasn't responded to any of my texts or calls.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Jason is on the phone, and Jason might be the most positive person ever.
Yeah.
Because he went out on a date with a woman named Lauren. He sort of asked a million questions to the server because he's very particular about what he eats. He then quietly judged her because she ordered lasagna, and even not so quietly because at one point when she ordered it, he laughed at her. And she ordered an Uber when he didn't even know she was ready to leave and just took off. But he still thinks the date went good.
Oh,
Jason, are you ready to give her a call?
Yeah, let's do it.
oh man.
Okay.
I gotta
Even
say,
with that recap, you're still positive.
I mean, the way you paint the picture,
Uh-huh.
you paint it with some ugly colors, but that's not how I remember it.
Not a good
Okay.
and I do got to give you credit, Jason, because we came down hard on you when you told us about how you like to eat.
Very
How would you describe your eating habits?
I would say smart.
Okay, you said smart. We said high maintenance.
Specific,
But
yeah.
the thing is that you were okay with that. You're self-aware, and I think we can convince her to see past it all.
Oh yeah, easy.
Okay.
Okay, optimistic.
All right. Well, let's give her a call and see if that is the problem. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lauren?
Yeah, this is her.
Lauren, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you guys are.
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning is a radio show that is on the radio, and we have some people that listen to it on the aforementioned radio devices.
Okay. I'm okay.
Okay, so now you know who we are.
Does she?
Yeah, I guess I technically know what you do, but why are you calling me?
That's a good question, too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you want an answer to that? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah. Is there some? Do I need to give you what's happening?
No, I'll go ahead and tell you. I just wasn't sure if we were all clear on everything. I'm calling you because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, and recently you went out with a dude named Jason.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jason listens to our show, and so he emailed us wondering why you haven't texted him back after you guys went out to dinner.
He seriously did that? That's real. This is real.
Yeah, I don't
bet
know
you
how I
would-
would have had that information and your phone number to randomly call you up.
I think she was hoping that you were going to say it's not real.
Yeah. I don't know what. I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know.
We just want you to tell us why you're not calling him back. Like, was the date really bad? Because, listen, he recapped it for us, and to me, it sounded like it was a terrible date for you.
Yeah, it was a little crazy, his whole situation that he's got going on.
Like his food stuff. That's what you're talking about, right? Because when he told us how particular he was about food and knowing where it came from and judging other people's eating habits, we all told him it's too much, man.
Yeah, he's a little OCD about that, and with the notebook and everything, it's insane to me.
What's the
notebook? Oh, does he track his food?
It's a little more than that.
He didn't mention a notebook to us.
No, not at all. Okay. Well, he left that out.
What's the notebook?
What's in it?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking about this on the radio. So halfway through dinner, he gets up, goes up to the bathroom, and then he comes back, and he pulls out this little black notebook. How journalists, in movies, write. You're like, oh, let me write this down, and write it down. Yeah, he pulls that out of his pocket, and this tiny little pencil. Then he pulls out his phone. He tells me to hold on, and he starts writing in his notebook. He's looking at the sky, looking at his phone, he's very contemplative. What? And I was like, are you writing things about me?
Yeah, weird.
And he told me that part of his dietary regimen is writing down his bowel movements immediately after they happen.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm being dead serious. And
poop tracker.
So he takes a photo of them too, which is why he's on his phone.
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
So that's why he was looking at his phone and at his notebook.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was writing down the color of it, the consistency.
Oh my God, that's so gross, man.
He did all of this at the table. He didn't do it in the bathroom. He came back and pulled out the notebook.
Oh my God.
After sitting down with me.
What did you say?
I didn't really say much. I was just speechless. I had no idea what to say to somebody that was that weird. So weird.
Just to clarify, it's not because he has some sort of disease or IBS syndrome or...
No, he just said that he wants to make sure that he's healthy, and it's about his health.
And so he just tracks every single poo and keeps a log of it.
And that was it for me. I was like, okay, I got to get out of this, because he was already kind of rude when we ordered food. Yeah. And I just immediately ordered the Uber, after we were done eating, and I just got out of there as quickly as I could.
Oh my God. I do not blame you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does,
man.
Lauren, except I know one person who probably would blame you, and that's Jason, because he's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh my.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Jason?
Hey, Lauren.
What? You just come in all casual?
Oh God.
Yeah, nice to talk to you again, Lauren.
Oh.
Dude, what is up with the poop book, man?
Dude, why didn't you tell us about a poop journal?
What do you... none of you guys do that.
What?
No. I don't keep a log of it. I might take a peek once in a while to see if it's looking okay, but I don't write it down in a book at the table.
One of you has to, at least take pictures of your poo. You have
my
to.
God. You are so gross, dude.
You're making it seem like I'm this weird freak about poop and everything, but all I'm doing is watching out for my health, which everyone should be doing. All of you should be doing right now. But okay. I guess I'm the only one around here that cares. and
No,
I feel sorry for you.
I care about my health, and fine. I glance a little bit to make sure I'm
Not
good.
with the amount of lasagna you eat.
Listen, dude. Okay, I don't care that I eat lasagna. Lasagna is delicious.
What'd you have this morning?
Okay,
More
can
cheese?
you listen to me for a second? You're being rude. Okay, this is so
I'm just
weird
saying,
to eat at the
watch
table.
the amount of dairy you eat. It's not good for you.
Jason.
Your body can't process that stuff.
Jason, listen. If
I'm
you want to do that, pull out your notebook in the bathroom. Like, do that in the stall.
That's a good point.
Especially on a first date, do not pull out a book of poop and look at a picture of your poop at the table.
Stop saying poop like it's like derogatory or something. Everyone does it. It's not weird.
Okay, I'm sorry. Your feces journal. Like, you don't do that on a date. That's not something that's something I would find out like a month or two in.
Hopefully not.
Do you know what I mean? It's rude, actually, to look at poop at a dinner table in a restaurant.
It's disgusting.
It's not rude or weird. It's just, I mean, you're telling me that you don't do it? Everyone does it.
I know people can see that. Like, other people at the next table were eating. They don't want to look over at your phone and see poop or feces.
Seriously, Jason, it's gross when you walk into a public bathroom and there's somebody's number 2 just sitting in the toilet unflushed. Yeah. It's even more disgusting if you have pictures of it on your phone and you're sharing details about it.
Well, okay, agree to disagree, okay? But this is just how I live my life. And if you guys disagree with that, obviously you're unhealthy, uneducated. Stop laughing. It's not funny. I'm just trying to educate you on bowel movements, and keeping track of them is...
Thank you for the education. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, if you would listen, maybe you would actually learn something.
Oh!
Well, Lauren, would you like more of an education? Would you like to get a second date with Jason? We'll pay for it.
I really don't. I'll go talk to my doctor
let me answer
about
that
my
for
food.
No.
Okay.
I think I'm good, honestly.
Oh.
Find someone who actually cares
clearly.
about themselves and their body.
I actually feel kind of bad for poop shaming, Jason.
I don't.
Thank you, but seriously, Lauren, I recommend you start doing it. I'm speaking to you as a friend now. If you want to live a long life, it might help.
Okay, I'll talk to my doctor. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, Lauren.
Yeah, no problem.
And Jason, I think that maybe you and I should talk about an idea I have for a coffee table book, if you got time.
Gross! Oh my God, you're so gross!
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I bet that guy sends great holiday cards. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sick.
And we're talking about today's second date update. If you
man.
missed it, Jason wanted to call Laura. They went out on a date. They went to dinner. He wasn't getting a call back. And we found out the reason he wasn't getting a call back is because he's a picky eater.
Yeah.
And he told us that, but it's not necessarily because he's a picky eater. It's because during the date, he went to the bathroom and then he came back, pulled out a notebook, started looking at his phone and taking notes. And she wasn't sure what that was about. And she found out it was because he tracks every single one of his bowel movements and writes it down in a little notebook because he likes to keep track. And he looks at a picture, takes a picture of it, and then describes the picture in his notebook as well. So she was kind of grossed out by that.
Kind of is an understatement. And I don't know what's worse, like that or the bad jokes that have unleashed on our text
I
board.
know.
Since then, he turned into a party pooper at the end.
Hey, someone's a genius. They're like, just give me a new app idea. My poo and you. Track your poo.
It's not a bad idea.
sure
I mean, you
there's
should look at it
already-
occasionally
You
to
guys,
make sure you're healthy.
I am sure there is already a poo tracker out there. Oh,
There's
for
gotta be.
Sure.
I'm going to the App Store right now.
Jake, our digital guy, is shaking his head yes, because he knows all things about the internet, so apparently he's
Or
already
he knows
downloaded it.
All things about poop.
Yeah, I think both.
Yeah.
Poopy Jake.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person that didn't call you back. By the way, they decided not to go out on a second date. And he
shocking.
was judgy with everybody, saying that we didn't realize how important it is.
You know what?
to track your poop.
And there hasn't been one person texting in that wants to take him on a date.
No, I know. He'll find somebody, though.
Okay.
And they'll sit together and track their poo for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
Moving 92.5.
Great places to meet women are. Another one that you may have not thought of, the art gallery.
You've met a woman at the art gallery.
Yes, I have.
Were they finger paintings at your house?
You hang out there, and then you impress them with your knowledge of art. Like you walk up to them and you go, hey, that's a nice painting right there. It's almost as nice as the Mona Lisa, which was painted by Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know if you know that.
And it was
Or the statue of David. Sorry.
Isn't the Mona Lisa a beautiful painting? Okay, maybe I've never met a girl at an art gallery
Yeah.
before, but Ethan sure has. Ethan, how are you?
Good, guys. What's going on?
Not much, man. Thanks for your email. Now, Ethan, you said you met this girl, Isabella, at an art gallery. Like, you just happened to see her there and went up and talked to her, or?
Yeah, she was just at the art gallery, and so was I, and she was just absolutely stunning. Just one of those where you stop and take a moment, and I decided to approach her, just get a closer view, and the way she was looking at the art, the look she had in her eyes, I wanted her to look at me the way she looked at the art.
Let me ask you this, Ethan.
Yeah.
You weren't admiring her like she was a piece of art, because right now it sounds pretty creepy. Like you're...
No, I was subtle about it. I'm a romantic at heart, and just seeing her, I was hit with something, and I wanted to go over and try to find a way to ease myself into the conversation. Maybe not the Mona Lisa line, Jubal, but...
Well, hey, next time you're at an art gallery and you see a fine woman, you feel free to use that. It works every time.
I'm going to steal it.
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you work? I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for really bad lines when you're meeting a girl at an art gallery. Did you try something like that, or did you just introduce yourself and say, hey, I think you're cool looking?
No, I walked up and I stood by the art for a little bit, so not to just jump in right away, trying to be as smooth as I can be at least. And I said, hey, what do you think of this piece? What do you see in the art? And her answer just, again, struck me. She said, it's not what you see when you look at the art, it's what you feel.
Oh. Wow. And what you should have said was, you really don't have an answer, do you? Because that's what I think she was telling you.
For me, it was an unbelievable answer.
Okay.
And we started to talk, and I asked her, hey, would you mind if we walked around together?
Nice.
So we walked around.
Mm-hmm.
She was just so sophisticated. You could tell she was worldly. I mean, her voice was just so lyrical. There was a few times when we were standing in front of paintings, I would just close my eyes and just listen to her voice.
Okay,
all
that's
right.
creepy, dude.
Ethan, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. Everything that you're telling me makes it sound like you were kind of creepy with the way you've described yourself, staring at her and close. How long are we talking about closing your eyes and listening to her talk? Was it just a little personal, like a long blink, or you were sitting there just kind of sniffing the air, taking in her voice?
No, it wasn't like a minute at a time or anything, but there was a few times I caught myself just being carried away in her voice. And I know in today's culture and everything, it's all about hooking up and everything like that, but, I was looking for that connection with her. It just was instantaneous.
Okay.
Tyler, I like the fact that you're romantic, but was she responding to it? Because it can be sort of off-putting, especially on a first date.
I get that, and, we had a great time. We were talking and chatting back and forth. There was an awkwardness, and even afterwards, I did tell her as she was getting up to walk out and we were saying goodbye, I said walking into the art gallery was the best decision of my life. And I know it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I get it. But when you meet a girl and it feels like it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or at the very least once in very few years where you make a connection like that, I just felt like I wanted to be honest with her and pull out all the stops and let her know exactly what I was thinking and feeling at that moment.
Yeah.
Good for you. Don't be bitter like the rest of us. Be romantic. Stay optimistic.
Like you said, when you see a nice girl and someone like that and you're feeling something, sometimes you just got to pull it out.
Oh, come on.
That's not what he said.
That's your...
I don't know.
No.
I just asked, but who knows? It may have ended different if I did that.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the feeling there that we were done or anything, because I actually asked for her number, and I said, you wouldn't mind me giving you a call to see if we could do this again sometime? And she said, sure. And she gave me her number, and I've called her a few times, and there's just no response. And I want to find out what it is that's keeping her from giving me a call back.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, man, I appreciate it.
All right, man, just hold on the line.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Before we get into the second date update, I want to say this. I'm glad that Ethan emailed us because he met Isabella at an art gallery. It proves one thing. The man knows his art. And that's why he's a listener to this show.
You scholared.
Oh, are we the Picasso of the radio world?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'd like to think of us that way.
Funny looking and messed up.
We are the Picasso of the fart joke.
Okay.
Abstract fart jokes.
Yeah. All right, Ethan, are you about ready to call Isabella?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I hope I didn't screw things up.
Just to catch everybody up, Ethan met Isabella at an art gallery. They hit it off, spent the whole day walking around together looking at art, but he hasn't heard from her since. The way you've been talking about her this whole time, like you're infatuated with her and you're just, maybe you came off a little too strong.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny it. But like I said, there was that moment, and I was caught in just being out on a ledge, and I decided to jump.
You're talking about at the end of meeting with her where you said, I'm really glad I walked into this art gallery today.
It's the best thing I've ever done.
I think I said this is one of the best decisions in my life in my defense, but I may have said this is the best.
All right. Well, we're going to give her a call right now, see if we can get her on the phone, and ask if she remembers your magical day.
Sounds great.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Isabella, please?
Yes, speaking.
How are you?
I'm good. Who is this?
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
I'm sorry?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on the radio station moving 92.5. Have you heard of us by any chance?
Yeah, I have. What is this about?
This is about the fact that you recently went on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Ethan. You met him at an art gallery and spent the whole day with him. I take it from that little giggle you remember Ethan.
Yeah, of course I remember Ethan.
He emailed us because apparently he's been trying to call you to get a second date, but you won't respond to him. Did you not like him? Were you just busy?
No. Ethan, he's a really, really special guy. That was a great, I don't know if you want to call it date, but it was a great experience that I had with him.
Did you not want to see him again? Is there a reason that you're not calling him back? Because it sounds to me like you had a decent time.
We had a great time. It's not that though. It's just I think he's a little naive for me.
Naive?
What?
A little too naive, yes.
Is it because he's a nice dude?
No. I do appreciate nice guys. It wasn't because he was nice. It was just we were talking for a little bit, and then we went for a walk. I felt like he was so in awe of the whole thing that he believes more in love at first sight and, like heated passion. And
did you feel like you were out with like some kid who has a vision of love and
sort of
magic? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it was genuine, but that love at first sight gimmick is exactly what it is, a gimmick. It's not real. It's not realistic. I've never seen any long-lasting relationships start with, I met this person and it was love at first sight.
I've met people like that, and I've been on dates with people who are like that, and the whole time you're thinking, like, is this even really you, or are you faking it right now?
I felt like we were kind of reliving some sort of fairy tale. I know it sounds so cheesy, but I just think he has this view of how it should be, and I don't agree with it. I hope he can make it into a reality. I hope there is a girl out there for him that can deliver that for him. I just know I'm not that girl.
Let me ask you, if you could tell anything to Ethan, if you could give him any advice on how to date, what would you say to him?
I would just say maybe take it down a notch and just show your real self.
Interesting. Now, I want you to actually say that to Ethan, because Ethan's on the other line with us and has been listening to what you just said.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hi, Isabella. How are you? Good to hear from you.
Oh, hi, Ethan. How are you?
I do believe in romance and fairy tales, but I'm not the guy that thinks it happens with everyone. And it's never happened with me like it happened with you. I mean, just listening to you talk, there's a reason why those stories and movies exist. And out of all the people I could have met that day, I met you, and we had an unbelievable connection.
All right, Isabella, I'm kind of getting what you're talking about now. Ethan, it sounds like you're reading a script from a movie.
It's genuine. I can't help. I'm smiling here, even though I heard that, it didn't go the way she wanted to. I guess I could be more jaded and cynical, but
No.
Worst case scenario is about, maybe I'm wrong. But at the very least, we owe it to ourselves to see where this goes.
I'm not trying to be cynical. I just feel like
we can never live up to that first date. And I feel like I feel like I'm just going to ruin any expectations you had.
Don't worry
You know
about
what
me.
I mean?
I would rather make an effort of it than wonder what could have been. I don't want to be 20 years from now. I'm still wondering about Isabella, who I had a magical day with. And what could have been
Is
if
that what
she
you're looking
didn't
for?
think
A
this was too
magical,
perfect?
like, relationship? Or is that what you want? Because if that's what you want, it's not realistic, and I can't give that to you.
No, I'm not. I don't think we're going to get married in Vegas in a week from now. I just think when you have a connection with somebody that you want to explore it. I'm not looking for a perfect life with no fights or anything like that. But I will tell you, we seem to be real similar people and just had a connection that I don't know that I've felt very often in my life.
Are you
Well, it was very special, but
Isabella? A lot of relationships, I don't know how many you've been in, but they start off wonderful like that, and then they get to normal and everyday mundane stuff. So don't worry. If you go out with them a few more times, you'll probably get there. You'll get to the, romance is dead, it's kind of boring, I mean, you're going to get to that point eventually.
I don't want to ruin it for him. I think that's what he wants.
Don't worry about me. Just listen to him. Jubal makes sense. Don't worry about it ruining me for anything. It's just let's go out and have some fun.
Yeah,
again.
you guys can.
We'll
It's
get
the
the boring shortly.
It could be the best of both worlds. He can have his romance. You can have your hatred toward the whole thing. And you both can get along. Just give it one more shot. That's all Ethan wants. I will pay for a second date, Isabella, if you'll go out with Ethan one more time.
There it is. All right, fine.
You'll
I'll
do
give
it?
One more try. I'll do it.
It's a successful second date.
Yes.
But I promise I'll make it as normal and as boring as I possibly can. Thank you, guys.
Isabella, I just want to challenge you when you go on your second date. Just give love a little bit of a chance. You'll see that you and Ethan can go out for dinner
This is so ridiculous.
and bite into a lifetime of wonderful memories. Is that doing anything for you, Isabella?
No.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Nothing defines love more than coconut shrimp. Am I right?
I mean, I
think I'm
love
right.
it. It tastes good,
Mhm.
but
True love is coconut shrimp. That's what I've always said. And Lindsay, who's on the phone for a second date update today, will probably agree with me because she said she met the guy that she wants to call today over a plate of coconut shrimp.
I did indeed. I don't know if I would say love, though. I mean, I like the guy, but I don't know if I'm in love with him.
Okay.
I'm picturing already like a Lady in the Tramp moment with coconut shrimp.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
All right, so you love the coconut shrimp, but you like the guy. What's the guy's name?
His name is Kevin.
Kevin, all right. And tell us how you met Kevin.
So I was at a party a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of fancy, and it was catered. And he was working for the catering company, delivering the food.
Oh, so you were hitting on the wait staff.
Maybe.
Okay, I say you should always go for the men with the food.
I agree.
Yeah.
So when he came over with his coconut shrimp, I was like, this guy is the guy for me.
All right. So how'd you get his number then? I mean, did you just ask him right there when he came up to you in a group of people?
No, well, I mean, we kind of had like some flirtation throughout the night, like I told him that I love shrimp and coconut shrimp, and so every time he'd come out, he would like come find me first,
Yeah, you're like, keep that shrimp coming, big boy. There's a big tip in your future.
And I love your lines about the shrimp. I'm sure he really caught on quickly that you were hitting on him.
Yeah, no, he had no idea. Of course not.
All right, so who finally asked for whose phone number?
Well, like a little later on in the night, it started to die down, and we had a moment together, and I asked for his number. But like not in, hey, can I have your number? I offered up that I was having this party the next weekend with a few friends, and I thought maybe he could come over and, let me get your number so I can invite you, that sort of thing.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Were you really having a party, or were you just using it as an excuse and now suddenly you're having to plan a party?
I was actually having a party, yes.
Okay.
And did he show up to your party?
He did. So I invited him to come over a little early so that we could have some one-on-one time because I needed help cooking food.
So
and he's
wait,
in catering.
You were basically using him for free labor.
Yeah, put him to work.
No, I mean, that's cute, right? Like cooking with someone. That's
Yeah.
a fun thing.
People like to cook usually if it's not their job. You know.
Okay, but he's not a cook.
Okay.
Yeah, he just holds a plate. So that would have been rude, I guess, if you're like, you can hold all the plates with the ingredients on it while I cook the food.
No, I didn't do that.
All right.
So he did understand that it was like a date type of situation, not you trying to hire him for your party.
I hope so. I mean, I guess if it didn't come across, then that might be why he's not calling me.
Yeah.
Right. So how'd the party go?
You know, I don't know because he came over and my friends really liked him. You know, they said he was a little quiet, but a nice guy. I don't know if maybe they scared him off, you know, like how friends can get kind of weird sometimes or be like, you know.
Like follow you into the bathroom and film you.
What?
Yeah.
What friends? Who?
Well, you said weird. You said get weird.
What kind of friends do you have, dude?
Weird ones?
Not that kind of weird.
Oh.
My friends are a more subdued kind of weird.
Okay.
Just, you know, and they'll say things like, the last guy wasn't nice to her, you better be nice to her, and stuff like that.
That is,
you know.
Did you tell him beforehand not to do that? Because that is not cool. Yeah.
I didn't give a warning not to do it because I figured they wouldn't think to do it. I don't know.
Except you think they might have done it.
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd do it, but now I'm pretty sure that one of them probably scared him off like that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they didn't do that. None of them have confessed that they have, and I've definitely talked to them about the situation.
Okay. So how did it end with him? Did you get a kiss or a hug or what?
Well, like I offered to get him a cab, and he was like, oh, no, I already called an Uber. And then it got kind of weird and cold, and he just left.
Oh.
You know, like I thought there would be maybe a kiss or, hey, let's hang out again. But, yeah, he just kind of took off. And since then, I've tried texting him, and he just kind of responds with one-word responses, you know?
Okay, well, maybe one of your friends did scare him off. We'll find out. We'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Lindsay is on the phone, and she wants to call the quiet caterer who stole her heart with a side of ranch. She met this dude while she was at an event. He was a caterer walking around with a plate of coconut shrimp. They struck up a conversation. She got his phone number and invited him to a dinner party with her friends. Now she thinks that her friends might have scared him off because she has some of those friends who are like, you touch my friend, you're going to have to battle with me in the alleyway outside after, so you stay away. Those kind of friends. So that's why she thinks she's not getting a call back. We're about to get him on the phone and find out why love is served up cold right now. Lindsay?
My friends definitely don't sound like that.
Oh, they don't? It's so weird.
Yeah, they aren't like angry rednecks.
Oh, okay. I have your friends painted completely wrong. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I will say it is kind of a ballsy move to invite a guy to a party with all your friends as a first date.
I didn't think of it that way. I thought it was like a low-key kind of first date, but now looking back, maybe you're right.
Maybe not, because you never know. Your friends could be like, hey, if you touch my friend, I'm going to cut you. Did that sound more like your friends?
No.
Damn it.
No.
All right, I'm still trying. I'll nail them at some point. You ready to give them a call?
Yes, I am.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak with Kevin, please?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Kevin, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Like the radio show?
Yeah, exactly like it. It is it, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Well, thank you for listening.
I mean, I don't like listen. I'm sort of just aware that you're there.
That's what I prefer.
so
I prefer people who just kind of know we exist, but don't actually know the show.
I take back my compliment.
So, Kevin, seeing as you don't listen a lot, or maybe have never listened before in your life, do you know what a second date update is?
No, not really.
Okay, well, it's a segment we do on our show where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back afterwards, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So somebody emailed us about you.
Oh, who?
Her name is Lindsay. You served her some coconut shrimp and then just sort of disappeared on her.
I don't know if I'd characterize it that way, but yeah, I kind of know her.
Kind of know her. Okay.
That was kind of a happy laugh.
What's that?
I mean, you sound positive about Lindsay.
Oh, no, I didn't think that she was that into me, given how we last interacted.
What?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we met at this party that I was working, right? And we were friendly and chatty, and I thought, there's the possibility that something will happen. And then, she invited me to this party at her house, which I thought was a good sign.
Uh-huh.
And she said it was not like a full dinner party, but there's going to be some food and friends, but it didn't really turn out that way.
Really? She told us the opposite. She said that she thought you had a good time and was concerned that maybe one of her friends scared you off.
Oh, no, I had no problem with her friends. It was the way she ran the thing that sort of ticked me off.
What'd she do?
Yeah, she actually made you mad?
For a little bit. She asked if I would go by the grocery store and pick up a couple of things on my way over, which, is fine. I suppose if it's a potluck kind of thing. So I go to the grocery store, I get to her house, and she and a friend are still decorating and putting the place together. And she shows me to the kitchen and says, all right, sort of get started. I'll,
What?
be in and, check on you.
What? Wait a minute. She made it sound like she invited you over early so that you guys could have some one-on-one time before the party.
Yeah.
Not so that you could do her work.
Yeah, there was not a whole lot of one-on-one time aside from her coming in and tasting the things that I was trying and making suggestions on how to fix it, a little more red pepper, a little less salt, things like that.
So it was one-on-one time with you and a stove making food for her friends.
For the most part, yeah.
And then she criticized what you were making?
A little bit.
Okay.
So did you ask her about that? Did you go, hey, maybe you want to join me in here and help me cook?
I didn't get that far because then people, the rest of the guests started showing up, and they all brought, pre-made stuff. So while I'm the only one in the kitchen making the hot stuff, and, as soon as it's ready, I finish a plate of tomato capreses or whatever. They come in and hustle the plate out of the room to the party, and I'm left there with empty counters and more things on the stove. So I felt like I was working the party. I wasn't participating in it.
I mean, at any point did you just think I must have misunderstood what she wanted from me, and she actually is going to pay me for this?
I mean, that's the only thing that I could think of. Given that we met at a catering event, she must have thought that that's what I do.
Did she pay you for your services?
No, that's
Exactly.
the thing.
Yeah.
She didn't even reimburse me or anything for the groceries she asked me to pick up on the way over.
Really? She didn't even reimburse you? All right, well.
Yeah, I went to a party and worked it
and
ended up losing money on it.
All right. Well, I think we need to be bill collectors here and try to get your money at least, Kevin, because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Lindsay's listening. Lindsay, you there?
Yeah, hi, I'm here.
Oh, Lindsay, you dog.
Okay, well, what's happening right now?
I'm really sorry, Kevin. I did not mean to give you the impression that I hired you to cook for my party.
It's kind of hard for me to draw another conclusion, given that what I did that night was cook for your party.
Well, I think the key there is hired, because that means she would have paid you for it.
Right?
So,
Okay, here's the thing. I think I bit off more than I could chew, and I didn't realize how long the decorations were going to take me, and so I thought that we were going to have one-on-one time more so, and I didn't mean to criticize your cooking. It was partially joking. I kind of have a sarcastic, mean sense of humor sometimes.
So sometimes you're mean to the help? That's not a very good quality, Lindsay.
That's not nice. Guys, okay, I'm really trying to... I feel really bad about this, Kevin, because that's not what I intended at all. I really wanted to spend time with you, and I thought that at a certain point that you were staying in the kitchen because you were uncomfortable socializing with my friends.
What?
That's why I kept coming back in to just run things by you because I was trying to connect with you, but I thought that you wanted to be in there.
What?
Okay, is that why that one time you came in and tossed me an apron and said, here, don't get anything on yourself? Is that what that was for? That's a bit of connection?
I just figured you're a caterer. You love cooking. I didn't want to take you away from something that you love doing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, what I do for work. When you invited me to a party, I was hoping that I would be at a party and not another job on my off day.
Okay, well, Kevin, it's not completely my fault because I didn't think that it would take you as long as it did to make all those dishes. Like, if I'd known that, then I probably would have only had you make one or two.
Lindsay, do you hear what you're saying right now?
I do. I don't think I'm in the wrong.
Okay, so first off, you plan a dinner party poorly. You don't have all the ingredients for all the dishes you want, so you have me pick them up. Then I cook them too slowly for your plans, and somehow this is my fault?
Yeah, Kevin, you're a jerk.
That's the same recap that I'm hearing, Kevin.
Okay, no matter what happens, Kevin, I'm sorry, and I really do like you, and if you will have me, I would really love if we just did a regular one-on-one date and just forget the whole party.
Okay. Kevin, would you like to go out with Lindsay again on a second date? We will pay for it. We'll buy the ingredients. You can make the food. One more time. Would you go out with her again?
I'm not really feeling it. You know, it was just a little too weird. I don't think we know enough about what's going on.
Okay, Kevin, I totally understand, but if I did have a party again, would you be able to come work and I would actually hire you?
What do you think about that, Kevin?
If you're willing to pay in advance, well, I'm game.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd name a high price, Kevin, if I were you.
not a successful date that you guys got out of it, but Kevin, at least you got a job opportunity. And Lindsay, your next dinner party is going to be delicious.
Kevin, I'm really happy that that's behind us, and I'm looking forward to paying you a solid wage.
You know what? That's better than a date, I think. I've always wanted a woman to say to me that they'd pay me a solid wage.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, that girl is terrible. He deserves far better. What a cheap user a-hole. Wow. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Lots of people are angry at the woman in today's second date update. Her name was Lindsay, and she met a dude named Kevin when she was at an event that was catered, and he came up and served her some coconut shrimp.
Yes.
I've pretty much fallen in love with anybody who's ever given me coconut shrimp, so I
it's so
understand
good.
why she liked the dude.
Yeah. I
And for their date, she invited him over, since he's obviously in the food industry, to have dinner with her friends, and they could cook together, and it would be fun. And so we called him and got him on the phone and found out the reason that he wasn't calling her back was because he did go over there to hang out with her friends, but he was in the kitchen the whole time cooking everything.
Gosh, I would have
And
died.
he thought that she just wanted to use him for his catering services. She would even come in every once in a while and check on him and then like rip on the food, be like, this needs more salt. This is not very good or something like that.
It's the worst.
So he was like, I don't even think she liked me. She just wanted to hire me to cater the event. And everybody texting in right now at 78592 thinks this girl is terrible.
I mean,
and thinks that she
don't get
actually
me
did
wrong.
just use him.
I kind of want to meet a guy and be like, hey, why don't you come over? Oh, on your way, can you pick up some nails and some wood? I'm like, because I need a deck, you know? And,
Yeah.
I mean, she's kind of smart.
You should just go hang out at the Home Depot and start meeting dudes.
Right?
And be like, hey, you're a handy dude. Want to
Yeah.
come over? We're having like a deck building party at my
Yeah.
house.
Oh, my gosh. It's just you and me. But I've got my whole car full of supplies. Let's go.
And then you're going to
Yeah,
be like,
so-
what? Why won't you call me back?
So he spent his whole time in the kitchen cooking food for everybody.
Oh, my gosh.
And then at the end of the second date, they decided to not go out again romantically.
Well, the
But
second
maybe-
date wasn't romantic.
Yeah, the first one.
Well, the first
one, I
one that
should
wasn't
say, yeah.
romantic either, but they decided that maybe she'd hire him sometime for his catering services.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
at least they both got money out of it, kind of, or services, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's a successful second date update. You know,
Kinda.
most of them end with the people just hating each other. At least these
Yeah.
two can have like a business situation. He can make some money by
Yeah.
serving food at her parties. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person that came over and cooked food for your entire friends and then didn't call you back. The guy on the phone today that wants to do a second date update was impressed by the girl that he wants us to call back today by how quickly she dropped to her knees.
Whoa.
What? That is not a way I want to.
To pray. He met her
Oh
at
my
church.
gosh. Why do you do that to me?
You guys are perverts. He met her at church. That's all I was trying to get at.
Sure, yeah.
Sean is his name, and he wants to call a girl named Lisa today. I guess he met her in church. Sean, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
So that's what impressed you about Lisa, huh? Her praying abilities?
Yeah, she maybe not in that way, but
right.
church. It's a good place to meet people.
Yeah. So you met her at church. How did you approach her at church? Or did you like wink at her during the service, throw a Bible at the back of her head? What'd you do?
Well, I've been going there for a while, and she started going, and she always sits in the same pew on the right-hand side, probably about 6 back, so... I've been watching her for a while, and I was like, it's time to make a move.
It almost sounds like you're stalking her at church with details like that.
Well, no,
Sean.
you do. I grew up in the church, and there's usually like a couple hot girls, and you always know where they sit, and you kind of want to sit like diagonal so you can stare at them while you're at church. Yeah, it's not that weird, Sean.
Thank you.
So how did you approach her?
Well, it was the end of the service, and we're all leaving, and we're all standing in the foyer, and I just went up to her, and I was like, hey, I noticed you, and I had my eye on you, and I was wondering if you just wanted to go grab some coffee, just, nice and simple. That's what I said.
And you had never talked to her prior to that. This is the first time you guys had ever talked.
Yeah, exactly. You smile, you walk past people, but I never really, said anything to her, and she never really said anything. So, yeah, it was just kind of just walked up to her and just said that.
Did you get the vibe like she knew who you were, too?
A little bit. She, you said wink before. I didn't wink, but that smile. The way they look at you.
Yeah. So you were definitely throwing her flirty glances and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Hey, she's cute.
All right. So obviously she said yes to coffee. How was that little date?
It was good. Listen, I did everything. It was raining that day, so I waited in the parking lot. She pulled up. I walked her from her car to the front door, and then opened the door for her, of course. And
That's sweet.
We sat down. I pulled out the chair, all that kind of stuff, and it went good. It went good.
That's really sweet. You sound like a man who's looking for a relationship. You want something more out of this date, I guess.
I really was looking for something. She seems great. She looks hot. In church. What more could you want, right?
How was the conversation?
It was good. We talked about this, we talked about that. One thing I like is, it's not just all, church talk. There's the real world, So we're talking about our jobs and what we like to do and that kind of stuff. And I bought us everything. I'm thinking I did everything right. I walked her back out. Rain kind of was away, but, I still had the umbrella. That way it could stay closed, you know what I'm saying? So I walked her back to the car, opened the door, gave her a kiss on the cheek. Of course, it's just first date, so no, tongue wrestling.
Right.
So gave her a kiss on the cheek and just closed the door, and she drove off.
And how many times have you tried to call her since?
Not every day, stalk 5-6 times a day, but, try in the morning, try at night. I've been trying, so.
And you haven't seen her at church or anything?
I don't know. I haven't been to church since, so I haven't had the opportunity to see if she's been there. So I'm not really sure. She just hasn't been returning my phone calls.
Okay. Is there anything that you can think of that would make her not want to call you back?
There's just one thing that happened. She wanted to, it sounds really stupid. I don't know. It just keeps replaying in my mind. So she wanted something to drink, right? So she wanted orange juice. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's cold, it's raining, it's wet outside. Why would you get orange juice? So
you said that? You questioned her orange juice choice?
Did you really tease her about it?
Well, I didn't think it was mean. I just went ahead and ordered her a hot chocolate. I was paying, so I was like, listen, it's cold outside.
So she wanted an orange juice. You said, no, you're getting hot chocolate?
Yeah, I did, I just don't understand why you would order orange juice on a cold, rainy day. It's wet outside, we're just stomping off our rain boots with all this water. I got my wet umbrella, and she, wants to get a wet, cold orange juice.
Yeah, that would come off as a little controlling.
I don't think so. It just didn't make sense to me. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe she didn't like that happened. I don't know.
Did she get her orange juice at all?
No, why would you get orange juice?
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
Orange juice for you.
And this was at the beginning of your date?
Yes.
Okay.
Right at the counter.
So, but all the conversation after that and everything else was fine?
It was cool. She was laughing. I was laughing. We had a great time. But, the vibe was just a little weird standing there because, there were people behind us waiting, and we're back and forth about the OJ and the hot chocolate, and I'm just
Can I ask, did she drink the hot chocolate? Because I think that will be the telling sign.
She drank it.
Okay. Well, maybe she wasn't upset by it.
Well, the fact that it happened at the beginning of your date and then you had a decent conversation after would make me think that that's not the issue.
Yeah. Look, it's not a perfect date. I can't say that it was a perfect date, but it definitely deserves a second date. I've had much worse happen than this, tripping, falling, people not showing up. I mean, I think I deserve a second date.
Cool. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, Sean is on the phone. He met a girl named Lisa at church, and she's not calling him back after their first date. They went out for coffee, enjoyed some conversation, and he can't figure out why. The only thing that he can think of that might have turned her off a little bit was at the beginning of it when she ordered an orange juice at the coffee place, and he kind of gave her a hard time for that because it was wet and rainy and cold outside and said, why are you going to do that on a wet, rainy day? And then he ordered her a hot chocolate. But the date continued and it seemed to go fine, so I don't know if that's really the reason. We're about to get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Sean, you have any last thoughts before we give her a call?
No, I mean, let's get to the bottom of this.
All right.
Okay. And you got something worked out on how you're going to win her over with your words of romance.
Well, we'll see what she says first before I decide what to say to her, you know?
Oh, okay.
It could be something terrible. You're like, I don't ever want to talk to her again. Who cares? All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get her on the phone, and get your second date update. Here we go, man.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Lisa, please?
this is Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay,
Have you ever listened?
maybe once.
Okay, cool. Well, it's nice to meet you, Lisa. The reason I'm calling you today is because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
You actually went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Sean, and you met him at church.
Oh.
That's not a good
You remember
response.
meeting Sean. You remember going out with Sean, obviously.
Yeah, so he contacted the radio?
Yeah, it's a thing we do called the second date update. It's where if somebody goes on a date and gets blown off, they email us so we can get the person on the phone and ask why.
Wow.
Sean told us about your date, and he also says that you haven't been returning any of his phone calls. Do you mind talking to us for a second and telling us why you're not calling him back?
I didn't like him.
Well, that's
Point
pretty simple.
blank.
All right. That's cool. Hey, that's a good reason for not calling somebody back. Is there a specific reason that you didn't like him? Because when he talked about your date, he said you guys seemed to have a good conversation and enjoy each other's company.
I mean, he was doing all right on the date. I mean, I have to give him credit. Like, it was raining, and he came to my car with his umbrella, and he walked us into the restaurant.
Yeah.
So, I compliment him. I told him, it's really refreshing to meet a guy who does all these things. I mean, you've been really polite and, going out of your way to be a gentleman. And then he's like, well, thank you. I feel as a man, it's my job to take care of my woman and, the type of girl that I'm looking for. She just knows how to be subservient. He said the word subservient.
He actually said subservient to you.
I would have lost it.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it was just over from there. He pretty much wants a woman who wants to be barefoot and pregnant all the time. And he said that he didn't want his wife to work. He basically wanted her to stay home and raise the children and cook all of his meals.
Oh, my God. I would have left right there. I can't believe you stayed through the date.
I mean, I was trying to hear him out. I thought, maybe I could reason with him, but he's just narrow-minded. And it was like trying to talk to a caveman. He's worse than my mom. That's why I haven't called him back,
Yeah, I don't blame you. I just think that that's so weird that you would continue to be that nice. Not that you'd have to be rude, but...
I really just didn't want to make a scene. It was just a coffee date, so I thought, just hold my tongue, and in 45 minutes this will be over, and I will never see this ass ever again.
Okay. Well, Lisa, what if I told you you'd at least have to talk to him one more time?
What do you mean?
I mean that he's actually on the other line listening.
He heard what I said?
Yes, he did.
Yes, I've been on the phone the whole time. Hey, Lisa.
Oh, God.
What? Okay, so tell me.
You heard
You didn't
what I
have
had
fun? You didn't
You
like
heard
it?
right?
You didn't have a good time?
Did you hear what I had to say, Sean?
Sweetie, listen, I heard it, but I know what you meant, okay?
You're trying to talk to me after what I said about you?
There's nothing wrong with a man taking care of a woman and taking care of her needs. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about,
Listen, that is not taking care of a woman and her needs. That is being controlling and condescending. And since you don't understand that, we don't need to see each other. We don't ever need to.
But here's the thing.
Ever
What's
again.
wrong with me knowing what you need? I know what you need. I know what you want, so I'll give it to you.
Oh my God, are you serious?
It's cold outside. Hot chocolate. That's what your body needs. I'm an old school guy, all right? Even if you don't know what you need, I know what you need because I'm tuned in. I'm paying attention.
Crazy.
You
are not
the
ready
issue here is you're not playing your role. You don't know your place. Your place is to be a woman, and my place is to be a man. A man has a place too. It goes both ways.
Sean, I know what I want. I know what I need. And you cannot control everyone. You cannot control every situation. You don't even know me. You met me one time. One time, Sean.
Wow.
You cannot know
Okay.
what someone wants or needs in one time.
Honey, just calm down.
I'm not
Here's the
and
thing.
I don't need to calm down.
This is what I'm
you
saying.
need
Just
to get
take
help.
a breath. So you're telling me you don't like a gentleman? You don't like somebody opening the door for you or walking in the rain? I mean, you don't like somebody doing a man's job.
I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like what you're about. I don't like your ideas. I don't like your views. I don't like your opinions. I don't like you, Sean.
I don't think any woman listening right now likes you, Sean.
No. There's a lot of girls out there that want to be taken care of, okay?
Well, you
Trust
go
me.
find that girl. You go find that crazy ass. This is not me.
All right, well.
Hey, listen, I don't have to listen to some feminist Nazi on the radio.
Wow. You are the one who reached out to me. Trust me, I would not have picked up the phone if it had been your number.
I'm going to ask the question anyway.
Oh, my
I feel like I know the answer, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Lisa, would you like to go out with Sean on a second date?
I love you, Lisa.
All right, Lisa.
I do.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you being honest with us.
You're welcome.
All right, take care. Yeah. There you go, Sean. That's your answer, man.
Well, looks like somebody lost out, and I'm just going to go find another
there
one.
you go.
Listen, a lot of people want a real gentleman.
That's not a gentleman. A gentleman believes in things like gender equality and respect for women.
I don't know.
Oh, you guys are such a-holes.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hell, the guy on the phone for a second date update today described the woman that he went out with as exotic. Which is impressive because every time I've tried to hound an exotic girl for a date, bouncers always kick me out. No matter what I say, no matter how much cash I have in my hand, they're always like, "Sir, you're bugging them. You have to leave." So, very impressive, Mike. How'd you score a date with one of those exotic ladies?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think we're talking about two different exotics.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's another
Thank you, Mike.
definition of exotic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try your alphabet, buddy. I think you flipped a couple of letters around. I think you're talking about erotic instead of exotic.
Oh.
But I digress.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to know that you didn't pick her up by giving her dollar bills.
No, definitely not that.
All right, well, tell us about this exotic lady then. What's her name?
So her name's Olivia.
Okay.
Which is just beautiful how it rolls off the tongue automatically.
Oh.
She's from West Africa, right? Just a beautiful human being. She had dark olive skin. She had really pretty, I want to say hazel eyes, but they may have been green.
Oh, nice.
Long, straight hair. I mean, just gorgeous. She could have been a swimsuit model or something.
I feel like I'm attracted to her just by your description.
I'm kind of nervous to call her now.
Gosh, way out of our league.
And where did
I mean, and that's the thing. That's what I thought. I was like, this is completely out of my league. I'm second guessing myself, thinking of why me, and man, it was amazing.
That's so cute.
Where'd you meet her?
We met online. I didn't, I was very honest about who I was, how I looked, and all that good stuff, and she was obviously very honest about how she looked and all that good stuff, and that's what shocked me.
Okay, and how was the date? What'd you guys do?
We went to dinner, first of all.
Okay.
And the date was just, I would describe it as awkward. On my part, yeah, because I don't know if maybe I was nervous. I don't know. I was trying to impress her because I've never went out with anyone from a different country, you know, and that's
So did you like download Rosetta Stone and try to learn a new language?
No, I didn't do that, but I probably should have. That probably would have helped me out.
Sometimes it's a bad thing when a guy's trying to impress a woman. What did you do? Did you go over the top?
I thought I took her to, a restaurant that was like familiar with her country in Africa. I took her to a Mediterranean restaurant, right?
You hear what you just said, right? To her country in Africa, and I took her to a Mediterranean restaurant.
Right. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that was the most exotic thing I've ever, done before.
You're like, does this remind you of your homeland? She's like, not at all, actually. Yeah.
Right.
So wait, did you sell it as like, here's your native food?
Yeah, welcome home.
No, I mean, you look, I probably should have did a little bit more research on my part.
Yeah.
And looked on the map and seen how close it was, but she informed me that it wasn't close at all.
All right, so strike number one right there, confusing African food with Mediterranean food.
Was there more than that? Because that seems like a lot to me already.
When you think of Africa, you automatically, at least for me, I think of animals. So, I know here in the States, our animals, we have pet dogs, pet cats, and things like that. So I didn't know if she had like a pet lion or lemur or monkey. I didn't know. So I'm asking her about different types of animals and species that in her neighborhood.
In her neighborhood? Like, what's running around your neighborhood? You got there's lions next door and things like that?
Right. Any zebra stories you want to talk about, or, we got stray dogs here. But, I don't know. I'm just...
Okay.
Like she could have lived in a city, not necessarily in a village, rurally.
So, again, I understand that. I'm just trying to get to know her. I did not know. You guys are telling me things that could have been useful yesterday. I get it. And as a matter of fact, she did actually tell me she lived in a city and nowhere near animals. So I felt really stupid after that.
How did everything end with her?
I guess this was the more awkward part for me because I did not know how to end it. Do I end it with a hug, a handshake, a bow, a rose? I don't know. So I just gave her the deuces. I waved goodbye and
yeah. All right. So instead of going in for a hug or a kiss or whatever, you're just like, all right, peace. I'll see you later.
Look, my whole point is I didn't want to offend her, right? And so out of all those options that sound good and are familiar for me, I felt that was the safest way.
All right.
Or you could have just done what every man should do. Like, hey, I don't know if you're comfortable with this, but I would like to kiss you.
Again, that could have been helpful and useful for me yesterday, but it didn't work out.
Oh,
all right. Well,
sweet.
It sounds like you were just really nervous and overcompensating and kind of ruined everything.
And I feel bad about it, and I thought about it on my drive home, and, the next day, and I'm like, let me just reach out to her, send a text message, let me call, and I'm getting nothing.
You're getting nothing.
And so that's why I need some help. Like, she's not responding to any of my text messages, my phone calls or anything. And actually, in her profile still says that she's dating. So.
Well, that's good.
Not really. Not good for me. That means that she's still on the market.
That is true. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you missed the first part of today's second date update, Mike is on the phone, and he wants to get in touch with a girl named Olivia. He met her online. She's from Africa, apparently, and he was, really interested in that. And I wanted to show her how he understands, exotic world culture. So he thought he'd take her to a restaurant that was really close to Africa and took her to a Mediterranean restaurant. And that was the first fail.
It's right next door to West Africa.
And he also spent the time asking about what animals she had running about her neighborhood, like lions and gazelle and monkeys or whatever. She was like, I lived in a city. There were no animals running around. The only thing that could have made his date worse was if at the end of it he invited her back to his place to watch The Lion King or something. Can we go? Let's go watch a documentary on your country. Mike, why didn't you pull that move?
I don't know.
Didn't think of it.
Is that a pretty proper recap of your first date? Oh, I should also mention at the end of the date, Mike didn't want to offend her by going in for a kiss or a hug because he didn't know her customs. So instead, he just waved at her and said bye and walked off.
True story, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, I'm sure she thinks you're dumb, but, I don't know, you meant well. She's got to see that.
That's what I'm hoping. But as I thought about it, I was pretty stupid.
Okay, well, if we can at least just get her on the phone so you can be like, look, I know I was kind of an idiot. Can I have another shot?
Yeah. Well, look, I appreciate you guys helping me out, and this can really, let's see how it goes.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Olivia?
This is she.
Hi, Olivia. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi?
Hi. Any idea who I am?
I have no idea.
Okay.
All right, well.
Good start.
My name is Jubal. I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, and we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Okay.
It's a guy that you went out on a date with, and now you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah,
Dating.
Yes, it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. So you recently met a dude named Mike online, and you guys went out on a date.
Yeah?
Okay, and Mike emailed us because he's wondering why you won't answer his phone calls.
Oh, my God.
I know. He had some lovely things to say about you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You say nice things?
Yeah, he said some nice things about you. Did you not like Mike?
Well, it's not that I didn't like him. It's just that there were some very weird things happening. He was saying some very awkward things.
Yeah, he told us about your date, actually. We talked to him, and he says that he thinks he made a fool of himself in trying to ask about where you're from. You're from Africa, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm from West Africa.
From West Africa, okay. And he said that he took you to a Mediterranean restaurant because for some reason he thought that would be food that you were used to.
Yeah, that was one of the weirdest things, too. It's like, I didn't understand why.
Yeah.
I know. He might as well have taken you to like Chinese or Mexican food at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that made no sense.
And then he also told us how he spent the time asking you really dumb questions about where you're from. Like, hey, were there lions just running around everywhere?
Yeah, that one in particular. He even asked me if I had a pet giraffe.
What?
I was like, what?
He asked if you had a pet giraffe.
Yeah, I wanted to know where in the house we kept it.
He left that part out of his story.
Oh, my God.
So not only did he not know where West Africa was, he's not even really sure how giraffes work, it sounds like to me.
He probably thought I had a leash for it. I don't think there's a leash big enough for an animal that big.
Yeah, you take your giraffe on a walk every day.
I probably think I walk with it around the neighborhood every day.
So is that the reason you didn't want to call Mike back, because he's a little ignorant about the world?
Yeah. He wasn't that bad. I think he just didn't know a lot about where I was from.
Yeah, obviously.
I think he was trying really hard to tell me that he didn't know some.
Yeah.
And it all came out wrong. But he didn't mean, I don't think he meant anything bad by it.
You appreciate the effort and the interest level that you had.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think he was trying.
Okay, so why not try to go out with him again? Maybe educate him a little more.
I don't think he's that interested in me, romantically at least.
You don't think he's interested in you?
I don't think so, because something weird happened when the date ended. It was actually a little let down there. I thought it went well, and I was expecting a little kiss there.
Wow, so he could have kissed you. You would have... Oh, no. All right, yeah.
I think I gave him a signal, but I don't think he saw it.
Yeah, I don't think he would recognize the signal. I don't think so, no. And so
he's dense.
He just walked away from the date, but he actually liked you.
Really?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm surprised that he still wants to give me another shot.
Why do you think he kept calling you after you guys went out?
That's a good point.
Well, while we were on the date, he kept on talking about his brother dating exotic girls. And he just kept bringing it up. So I'm thinking that's probably why he keeps calling.
Wait, so you think that he's trying to set you up with his brother?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't want to kiss me.
Right? Oh, no.
And he spent the whole night talking about his brother.
All right.
I could see where you would come to that conclusion.
Yeah,
then.
that would make sense
Yeah.
if you were out with someone and they're like, dude, my brother would love you. and then at the end of the date, they don't even try to hug you or kiss you. They just wave at you bye. I could see how you would think that.
Exactly my point. If you talk to him, tell him I'm not interested in his brother.
Well, how about this? How about you talk to him? Because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Mike, you there?
Hey, Olivia, what's up? This is Mike.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. What? I can't believe this.
How's it going?
I cannot believe you are on the phone.
I can't believe you thought I was trying to set you up with my brother.
I mean, that's all you talked about.
That doesn't mean I'm trying to hook you up with him. I'm on a date with you.
Well, what's the goal to think when I don't get a kiss at the end of the date?
Well, there's a perfectly good explanation for that. I did not know what to do in that moment, so I just did the best thing I thought of.
What do you mean you didn't know what to do? I thought we had a fun date. I mean, aren't you attracted to me?
Oh my God, yeah, I'm absolutely attracted to you. I just didn't. Honestly, I didn't want to offend you. That's all I have. I didn't want to offend you. I didn't know if I, in your culture, if it would be considered improper to just lean over and just kiss you at the end of the day.
Mike? Come on, really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You're from somewhere else. I'm trying to learn about you. I probably should have did more research. But
I'm sure.
I'm drowning here, guys. Help me.
I said, I'm sure a kiss is pretty universal in any culture.
And not only that, but she's on the same dating website that you're on. Like, she's probably pretty accustomed to how American dudes date.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike, I've lived in the States for a few years now,
She knows what's up, man.
Yeah.
So, again, guys, this would have been great information to know before our date.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry we didn't have this conversation before you went out with Olivia so we could have helped you out.
There you go. Share the blame with me. Thank you. That's what I needed.
So, Olivia, let me ask you this. It's okay in your custom to kiss somebody at the end of a date?
I'm different. I live in America now, so I'm more like Americanized.
Okay, well, then how would you like to go on a second date with Mike? We will pay for it, and then maybe you guys can actually kiss after.
Mike, this is your shot. Let her know that you're actually interested. Share some of the wonderful things you said about her to us.
Olivia, I cannot stop talking about you. I said your accent was absolutely amazing and sexy. You were beautiful. Your skin was, I just loved it, and the way your hair flowed.
Okay, keep going. Right?
Yeah, why are you stopping, Mike? Come on, that's it? That's all you got?
Keep going. What else?
I mean, you were smart, you were funny, and I'm more interested than my brother in you.
All right. That seems to clarify things a little bit.
Okay, so, Olivia, would you like to go out on a second date with Mike? We will pay for it.
Mike is not as bad as I thought he was. And after all he said, I think maybe yes. I think I would like to. If you guys are paying for it, why not give Mike another shot?
You'll do it?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, Mike. You got your second date.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Oh, my God. Thank you, Olivia.
And
I will not let you down this time.
I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to our second date.
And Olivia, I will make up for Mike's mistake. We took you to that Mediterranean place.
Yeah.
I know a place that will remind you of home. It's a great Vietnamese restaurant. You're going to love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Somebody just texted in at 78592, said that was the cutest second date update ever.
Really? Kind of cute.
If you missed it, Mike wanted to call Olivia. She wasn't calling him back after they went on a date. He thought he screwed up because Mike is not very schooled on the ways of the world. And she's from Africa, so he took her to Mediterranean food. Because that was the most exotic thing he could think of. And then he didn't kiss her at the end of the date, didn't really know how to act, what her customs were, and all that. Then we got her on the phone and found out why she wasn't calling back. It's because she thought that Mike was trying to set her up with his brother. Because the whole time he just talked about how much his brother loved exotic women, and then he didn't kiss her at the end of the date. So she's like, okay, clearly he just wanted to go out with me so he could set me up with his bro.
Yeah, I would have thought the same thing. I
Yeah.
don't think that is like a miscommunication of cultures. That's just Mike being an idiot.
Yep. So Mike was kind of an idiot. He admitted it to her, and she actually agreed to go on a second date. So see, they're not all failures.
Yeah.
Until their next date, and then that's a failure. But at
Yeah.
least right now, it's all good.
He's going to do so much Wikipediaing on West Africa. It's
I know.
ridiculous.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Brooke, what is a deal breaker for you if you go out on a date?
Actually, being seasick. I like to be on boats. I know that sounds
Really?
weird.
Yeah, Mitt Romney over here. I like to be on yachts.
Let me rephrase. By seasick, I mean if they don't own a boat. We've got Brian on the phone. Brian, what's up? How are you, man?
How's it going, guys?
Good. Now, you emailed us about a girl you met named Michelle. It says here that you met her online.
I did. I met her online, and, she had said that it was the first time she'd ever done it before, like online dating at all.
Okay.
So just to kind of be safe, I guess, she wanted to have a group, have some other people there, which I thought was fine. It's a
That's
first
cool.
date, be kind of casual.
Understandable. There are perverts like you online all the time trying to prey on people, Brian. I wouldn't trust you either.
So, did you still plan a night out for the group?
Yeah, we did. We just, went out and we're just going to get some drinks, and she said she was going to bring her friend.
Okay.
So I thought, I'd bring someone too, so I brought my sister.
All right. Wouldn't you think, Brian, just speaking as a guy, wouldn't you think you'd want to bring like one of your guy friends along in case her friend is cute and they hit it off?
I mean, yeah, but, if I got one of my guy friends, he would be mostly interested in hooking up with her friend and not really screaming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I trust my sister to kind of go, she seems cool, or, she's crazy.
So how'd the date go? You showed up with your sister, she showed up with her roommate, and you guys had a decent time?
It was pretty casual and fun, and, she thought she was cool. I thought everyone got along. When we were done, I, gave her a hug and said I'd call her in a couple days, left her a message, and it's been weeks now, and I really thought I would hear from her right away.
Did you only call her that one time and leave her a message once?
Yeah, I left the message once. After a certain amount of time, I just thought, I don't get it. 'Cause I really thought, things went well. I don't want to keep calling her and sound desperate or
All right, we'll do it for you.
I just left it alone,
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I contacted you guys.
It's much better to have a radio station call her on the air. Trust me, it works. No, seriously, though, we'll call her right after this and see if we can get her on the phone and get an answer for you, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Lydia, you did some online dating.
It's a scary, scary world.
So when you went out with a guy, would you request that he have someone else come along or try to meet him in a group?
No, but thinking back, I probably should have.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what Brian did. Brian's on the phone with us right now. He emailed us about Michelle. So, Brian, I'm going to just say it. In my opinion, it's kind of a weird move. You invited your sister to come along on the date.
Yeah, but we're really close, like friends.
Okay.
It's not like,
I'll give him that.
I trust your judgment.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Brian, we're going to call her right now and see what Michelle says, okay?
cool.
All right,
Thanks.
hang on.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Michelle, please?
this is.
Michelle, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking. Any idea why I'd be calling you?
No, did I win something?
Oh,
You did not win anything. I'm sorry. I wanted to call you to ask you about a guy named Brian that you went on a date with. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. When you went out on a date with Brian, apparently you met him with your roommate and he brought along his sister. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's tried to get a hold of you since that date that you went on and you haven't called him back. We were just calling to ask what the specific reason is.
He's really, I don't know if I want to say into his sister.
he just kept saying, "Oh, did I tell you my sister did this? And did I tell you my sister did that?" And
Okay.
it got so weird. And at one point, I kind of felt like, is he trying to set me up with his sister? Like, what's going on? Because he's a nice guy. I really think he's a nice guy, but it was just so weird.
Was it more upsetting to you that he invited his sister along in the first place, or was it the relationship between his sister that made things weird for you?
More like the relationship that was so weird. But the weirdest thing, it's so weird. Towards the end of the evening, he had to use the restroom. And before he went to the restroom, he gave her an Eskimo kiss.
What?
That is crossing the line.
When you rub the noses?
Yeah, that's not crossing the line. That's demolishing the whole playing field.
What?
He gave his sister an Eskimo kiss. Brian?
No.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Brian's on the phone, Michelle. Brian, did you really give your sister an Eskimo kiss?
I mean, we were drinking, it was just like we were being goofy, it was like an inside thing that we used to do when we were kids. And
Yeah, I used to sleep with my doll when I was younger too, but I don't do that anymore. Should grow out of things at a certain point, don't you think?
You live with your sister?
Yeah.
How many Eskimo kisses a week do you guys share?
I don't know. It sounds weirder than it is. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, there's close with your sister or your sibling, and then there's Eskimo kissing them in a restaurant.
I mean, it's like if you had like a handshake you used to do with your friend or something that was kind of goofy.
No.
You're like, oh, remember this thing we used to do?
Michelle, did it feel to you like it was kind of like, hey, this is my sister, a playful thing we've done? I mean,
I mean, it was weird. I have a brother. I would punch him in the face if he ever tried to Eskimo kiss me, and I love him dearly.
All right. Brian, have you ever taken your sister out on a date before? With you?
I'm glad you said with you. It sounded like, yeah.
What, like have I ever dated my sister?
No. I think we all know the answer to that. Brian, have you ever taken your sister out to meet somebody else?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I have.
And how did that end up?
Not well, actually.
That was their butterfly kisses phase.
Brian, have you not learned at this point that maybe your relationship is a little too much?
I know it sounds weird, but it's really not weird at all.
I don't know. Okay. The term Eskimo kissing my sister, I don't know how that can sound weirder, or be tame. We always offer people a second date. Brian, would you want to take Michelle out again?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I thought she was cool. I thought we had a great time.
Do you want to take your sister out more than you want to take Michelle out?
I would definitely leave my sister at home this time.
Good job. Good
Michelle,
job,
if Brian leaves his sister at home, we will pay for your second date.
If he leaves his sister at home, I'll try it again.
You will.
Wow.
Okay.
This is like proof that there's someone for everyone.
I almost imagine right now Brian's going to take the phone away from his face and go, "Sis, she said yes."
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.